Alright, hello everyone, we are back with some more LB4!
Yay!
And yeah, so today, well actually let's talk about last time. Last time, we sacrificed Karna. We,
Wow, so blunt.
I mean, that's what happened, right? He is no longer with us, but we survived the,
First reset, I
purge.
guess.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Reset of the world.
Yeah, and that's pretty much it. We have Pepperoncino as, I mean, technically our prisoner, but like he knows more stuff than us. So
Yeah,
like, is he
yeah.
really? And yeah,
Yeah,
that's
we met
pretty much
God,
it.
or
Oh no, we
we
met a
met
whole bunch of servants.
yeah, we met Arjuna and his lackeys.
Yeah, I mean they had a name, and of course Limbo was there, Koyanskaya was there. So
Mm.
yeah, lots of pieces are here, and we'll just see how they move in the story, I guess.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean yesterday we weren't able to read a lot, but today we have better equipment, and yeah, we can probably continue and read more. So we're at section 7, so let's just go.
Hopefully the reset won't block us too much.
Right. It's happening in 4 minutes, so well, whatever. I'm not gonna stall for 4 minutes to just, like, you know,
Wait for the
wait for the
reset to
reset.
happen.
Anyways,
Yeah.
section 7, Return of Paradise, and that was too fast.
The shape of evil to be cut off, apparently.
Okay. I actually really like this animation.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I experienced the Kali Yuga ending several times after Asfataman was taken from me. Oh, okay, this must be Pepe's point of view.
Yeah.
I felt the light of creation wrapping me in a tight embrace, just as powerless to do anything as the people absorbed in their worthless prayers. As long as the god of this world doesn't consider you defective, at least there's no pain. You don't feel it. The light just keeps getting brighter, blinding you and even numbing you to the passage of time. The next thing you know, you're right back where you started, only everything around you's been changed. I don't know what the locals make of that experience, but it was awful enough to almost make me vomit.
Okay.
I'd rather stick my head inside a festering dead body, or kiss a pile of excrement from a prison cell without plumbing. Ooh. Those options might be revolting, but at least I wouldn't have to be so frightened. That's true. I guess you're dealing with something you know rather than, you know, whatever this blinding light is.
And every time, a reset happens, you don't know, like, what will come out of it, I suppose.
And that's, like, if you're not, like, defective.
Purged, yeah.
So while I hate to admit it, when that light finally subsided, and I found myself standing there, I would be relieved that I had avoided being I would be relieved that I had avoided being taken away. But it was never long after that my relief turned to worry, to the point that I could barely think straight. Maybe I just got lucky this time. What about the next time, or the time after that? So in retrospect, it was inevitable that I would take action like this sooner or later. This time, I managed to avoid the light by escaping to the reverse side of the world, so I thought I might feel differently now, but surprisingly, nothing changed. Upon laying eyes on the new world of this cycle, I felt the same things as always, loathing and discomfort. To use more contemporary slang, I just can't even with this world. Okay. I guess it's God. Yeah, I guess it's God bothers me even more than I expected. In many ways, it's a perfect world.
Is it? You get eaten by monsters.
And yet, it's also just unbearable.
I mean, it's very pretty right now, but I mean...
Yeah, there's a lot more flowers than there were before. Where are we now? We're in the exact same place as we came from. But it's new, I guess? I don't know. Whoa! The air smells sweet. There's water and flowers everywhere you look, and there's a calm and gentle breeze. What is this place? Wanna know what the most surprising part is? You're standing in almost the same spot that we zero sailed from. Our location didn't change. The rest of this world did. The Thankfully, there are no hostiles in the immediate area. Let's begin by paying another visit to the town of Bichu. Yeah, let's see if they're okay. ... Is something wrong, baby? You look kind of angry. He definitely does. What's that? You're jealous of how soft and smooth my skin is? Why, it's all in the upkeep, hon. Way to avoid the question.
Yeah, I know, right?
Unlike Miss Never-Changing Akata, I actually have to work to make sure I look this good. Go on, feel how supple my cheeks are for yourself. They're my pride and joy, you know. That's okay.
She's like, I'm good.
Yeah. Oh, silly, there's no need to be shy. But anywho, going to visit that town next sounds just dandy. The topography and plant life changes that come with the new Yuga are all just surface level details. The thing that changed the most after what Arjuna did will have been the people. Oh, okay. Okay, let's go check out the town, yeah. How does he change the people?
No idea.
Understood. But make sure to keep the border's location in mind at all times from now on, Jacqueline. Got it. I don't want us to ever have to run for our lives like that again if we can help it.
I don't really know if we could pull a Karna again.
Oh yeah, definitely not.
Oh. Even the fountain's not toppled anymore.
Oh, well, yeah. What in the... I mean, the music is a lot, you know, more lively, too. Fo, fo, fo! Even Fo's really excited. Wow, there's not a single brick out of place now. In fact, this is exactly what the town looked like when I first came to this world. I can't believe it. It's like the Kali never attacked it at all. What in the world is going on? I didn't... We know about the reset stuff happening, right? Why is Mash asking this? Then there's the people going about their lives here. They all look happy now. They're practically beaming. Great. Look who it is.
Is it the mayor?
I bet it is. Hey, mayor. Goodness, you're all okay. This is wonderful news. Just wonderful.
Well, he remembers us.
This truly must be the God's will. All is right with the world once again. Oh no, that isn't quite right, is it? First, I owe you all an apology. No matter how dire the circumstances were at the time, I'd never have spoken to you like that. I know it won't be enough to truly make amends, but I'll be including all of you in my prayers from now on. I only ask that you please not hold what I said against the people of this lovely town. What? Yesterday he wanted to run us out of town, and now he's all happy to see us? I mean, I guess the Kali haven't attacked yet, right?
Yeah.
So maybe he's gonna be welcoming for now. Unless he actually remembers us and was like, oh, you survived the purge too? So maybe you're okay.
Okay, that's kind of how I thought about it.
I don't know.
Because I felt like, you know, before they saw us as a foreign entity and didn't want to interact with us. Right, because we could be, you know, bad or whatever. And they obviously want to stay good so that they can, you know, reincarnate into the next cycle or whatever, right? And since we, quote unquote, survived the reset or
we must
whatever,
be okay.
We must be okay.
Yeah.
Right? So,
yeah, we'll have to see.
You know, we quote unquote passed the test.
Fo. Even Fo's nuzzling up to him? He really is sorry. He's not just saying it. I guess so. Didn't you say we were godless heretics you wanted nothing to do with? Don't be ridiculous. The fact that you're here now is proof you overcame the last Yuga's difficulties with us.
Yeah, so there we go.
That makes you all one of us now. You're our friends, our family. I mean, the fact that people had to, like, beg each other to, like, save them is a little bit suspect, but, you know. And not only that, today is the blessed first day of Krita Yuga, the Yuga of Peace. Are you hungry? If you like, you're welcome to come and eat with me at my mansion. Wow.
You have a mansion?
He's the mayor. Or would you prefer some fine ornaments for the young ladies? We have plenty of beautiful flowers. That's very kind of you, but we're okay. We kind of wanted to explore the town, so... yeah, let's explore the town. Don't want to hang out with you. I see. Well, that's a pity. I was hoping to introduce you to the rest of the townspeople. Oh, by the way, that mansion over there is my house. I'm afraid it ended up... hold on. I'm afraid it ended up that big on account of my being mayor. Okay. It's very embarrassing living somewhere as ostentatious as that, but it is not without meaning. Please feel free to come visit whenever you have the time. You'll always be welcome in my home. We'll see you in a couple of days. Good day then. What the heck? I've never seen someone go from jerkwad to sweetheart in no time flat like that. He seemed elated. It's probably because Krita Yuga's the Yuga of happiness. Tends to make most of the locals friendly and kind-hearted. Though of course, I'm sure there are exceptions.
Oh, hey. Like this dude, father.
You guys again, while he's not too happy to see us.
He's like, you guys survived, damn it.
Oh, master, it's Ajay. He doesn't seem any different now than he did before. Yeah, huh. I'm not judging either way, I'm just surprised how simply hearing him click his tongue again has made me feel so relieved.
Click his tongue at us, you
really?
mean, right?
And then there's... Ah, it's you guys. This is such a surprise. So you made it to the new Yuga, huh? That's great. Yes, it wasn't easy, but we did make it. I'm glad to see you're okay too, Asha. I sure am. I prayed extra hard so I didn't get hurt at all. I see. That's wonderful. Oh, but speaking of hurt, is your dog, Bihan okay? He hurt his leg before the Kali Yuga, right? I don't see him with you. Huh? Oh no. She doesn't remember the dog, does she? Oh no. Who's Vihan? Oh, damn. Well. Rest in peace, doggo.
Rest in peace, doggo.
You will be remembered in our hearts. And it was the reset, so I'll probably have to skip it again. But damn, that's kind of sad.
Yeah. That's, too bad.
Yeah. Oh, yay, ticket. I'll take it. Alright, go back. Okay, oh, we can't skip this. Come on, animation! It's okay, it's pretty short. Alright, skip! Oh, right, quiet field. Oh, probably some mobs again. Okay, well, I don't mind bringing Jinako again. And we're getting rid of Karna because he's dead.
Goodbye.
But we'll bring Rama with us, so it's fine. And then, let's see. Oh, we can bring a caster, so... Let's see. Weaver doesn't hurt. Alright, let's go. Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. Full. Alright, it should be safe to discuss this now that we've come this far. What is the meaning of this? This world runs on the Yuga cycle, but needless to say, these aren't proper Yugas. A real Krita Yuga, or Satya Yuga, depending on who you ask, is supposed to last for 4,800 years. Wow!
Oh.
That's a long time. Then the Treta Yuga is supposed to last for 3,600 years. The Dvapara Yuga for 2,400. That's a really, really long time.
Yeah.
I can't even think of... Well, anyways. And the Kali Yuga for 1,200. And on top of that, these are in God years, where each one is equivalent to 360 human years.
Wow. Okay.
Suffice to say, we're talking about a really long cycle. Yeah. Whereas in this world, it would seem only the ratios have been preserved, given that each Yuga is apparently 4, 3, 2, and 1 day long, respectively. That's right. But the people I've talked to here said things weren't always like this. It used to be that the Yuga cycle lasted for hundreds of years, or maybe even longer. So that is what this world was like immediately after it was pruned away and became a lost belt? Right. I'm sure the period where Kali would show up had to have been proportionately longer back then. But I'd also bet they showed up much less frequently than they do now. Otherwise, the people here would have gone extinct long ago.
That's true.
But over time, the cycle got shorter and shorter, and now it only lasts 10 days. I have to think that drastically shortened cycle is why there are so many more Kali now. Huh, okay. They used to only let out a bit at a time, but now the floodgates have been opened, so to speak. Why did Arjuna shorten the Yuga cycle so much? Part of it is thanks to the disciple pouring poison in his ear, like I said earlier. And part of it is that the Tree of Emptiness has given him power he didn't have before that lets him do so. Okay. Yes, I know that only addresses the how, not the why. I'm getting to that. I think the reason he sped things up so much is to reach whatever end he has in mind for all this that much faster. That's true. He seems to have a goal in mind for this, perfect world, so to speak. And I guess doing it as fast as possible is really, I guess more efficient than however many hundreds of years, right?
I suppose so.
In short, it looks like he's in a rush to create his perfect world. What do you mean by that? Okay, now I can finally answer the question that's been plaguing all of you. What exactly happened earlier? The answer is that it's something unique Arjuna does, something that isn't meant to happen in a normal yuga. Whenever one of these shortened yuga cycles comes to an end, he purges everything he considers defective and unnecessary from this world. Oh, because the dog had an injury. He believes that by repeating that process over and over, he'll eventually arrive at a perfect world, devoid of anything it shouldn't have, or, as he thinks of it, evil. Damn, that's one hell of a destination. I see. So this purging must include living things, not just inanimate objects. Right. And as far as I can tell, when a living thing is purged, it's like it never even existed. So that's what happened to the poor dog that couldn't run after breaking its leg. I can't believe it. Asha loved that dog more than anything, and now she doesn't even remember him. Yeah, that's harsh, it is. It happens to anyone who's unlucky enough to be killed by a Kali too. That's a sort of disqualifying offense. Same goes for people who end up as social pariahs? Or if Arjuna himself ends up judging you to be flawed. When the next yuga rolls around, they just cease to exist. It might sound contradictory, but I think Arjuna adjusts for things like that whenever he remakes the world. I see. That would explain how continuity and discontinuity can exist simultaneously in a new yuga. For example, Asha may have completely forgotten her beloved dog, but she still remembered all of you. But how does such a thing even work? I'm not entirely sure myself, but I can tell you what that blabbermouth disciple of the foreign god said. He said Arjuna collects every bit of data that makes up the world whenever he blows it away, kind of like a snapshot.
I was surprised you could hear so much information.
I mean, I wouldn't be that surprised if Limbo just talked.
I guess.
Right, and he just overheard, Then, when it comes time to begin a new Krita Yuga, he uses that data, let's call it Snapshot A, to reassemble the world. As he puts everything back together, he removes all the elements he deemed defective and unnecessary. And in the end, he has a new world based on Snapshot A, but reflecting the changes he's made. Okay, so he uses it as like a reference, and then tweaks it, I guess. Oh, I get it. He's a cheater. He's basically hacking his save data, changing the parameters to suit his preferences before reloading it. I mean, you could say that, I guess.
Yeah, so.
Cheaters, the scum of gamers everywhere. Don't they know hacking saves takes all the fun out of it?
I mean, some people like to do that,
at this point, I think he's just trying to be efficient, right? He's not doing this to have fun. All he cares about is making what he considers to be a perfect world. world consisting only of what is truly necessary, with nothing wasted or evil to be found. Then, what's the point of all these, flowers and stuff then? I'm surprised he hasn't deemed those unnecessary, but anyways. Aha! Now I know what genre he's playing too. He's into 4X games. I have no idea what those are.
4X game?
What are those? A 4X game is a simulation where the player just sets the initial parameters and then the world sort of plays out from there. Okay, so like something like auto-playing itself? And if you're a cheater, it's something... Hold on. If something happens in your sim that you don't like, say, if an enemy nation takes you by surprise and invades you, you save your game, hack your data, and reload. And it's like the enemy nation that was bothering you never existed. Okay, I guess so. That's the kind of thing we're talking about here, right? Arjuna's just doing that over and over until he wins, right?
I guess so.
I swear, what's the point of even playing if you're just gonna cheat to win? Death to cheaters, that's what I say! I mean, it certainly doesn't sound like a particularly fun way to play, but I mean, like she said, he wouldn't be playing for fun at that point.
Yeah.
He's just playing to win, which...
And I feel like there's a lot of people that enjoy playing modded games, and I don't really see if there's a problem with that.
Well, right? I mean, I guess it's just to the point where it's like...
You take away the point?
No, it's sort of like, I don't know if this would be equivalent, but like save scumming, So it's like, like... Let's say you die, and then it's like, no, I'm gonna keep replaying it until I win, which...
I do that.
Yeah, I mean, but, like, he does it for the entirety of it, I guess.
I guess.
Whatever.
I don't know.
People play differently, but yeah. Now I get what's going on, I think. I guess some people just care about the destination, not the journey. That's for sure. Video game analogies aside, if that's true, it sounds like Arjuna isn't remaking the world from scratch every time he resets the cycle then. Instead, he's basically treating the world like a model, adding new parts and removing old ones. Yeah, you could say that. Then it would stand to reason that, strictly speaking, the people here may not be dying and being brought back to life. That's true. Yeah, it seems more likely that everything down to their soul is being saved as data. And that their memories are being modified when they're put back into the new world. And if that's the case, we're talking about a much smaller scale feat than creating the entire universe from nothing. That's true. But still a pretty huge feat if you ask me.
Yeah.
It's still a big friggin' deal, don't get me wrong. But if Arjuna's got every Indian divinity and support from the Tree of Emptiness, it's theoretically possible. I'm beginning to see the larger picture. There's something about this lost belt that is almost reminiscent of a singularity. The Russian, Scandinavian, and Chinese lost belts we've seen so far were all the result of a world where some definitive event happened in their respective pasts to dramatically change the course of history. But this Indian lost belt is still in the middle of its definitive event. Okay. Here, its king is continually trying to evolve this world by regularly recreating it with parameters that would be unthinkable in proper human history. While he has yet to reach his goal of a perfect world, I suspect the reason this world was pruned is that the very act of trying to change it in such a manner was considered a mistake.
Yeah. I'd see that, or I'd buy that.
Ahem. What is it, Director Gordolf? If you have any questions, please go right ahead. Do you ever shut up?
I guess not.
This was just Sherlock explanation time, okay? We don't get that too often. It's better that he explains than just, like, shuts up and says, oh, I'll tell you later. Yeah, you figure it out, or, like, cutscene, and then, I knew this all along, right? No, Gordy. I don't mind you explaining things, but I insist you do so concisely. In a report I can read at my leisure. No, not just the report. Tell us. We're on the field. You just gave me flashbacks to one of my teachers in my clock tower days who would lecture me for what felt like days on end. Who cares if the people here are technically dying or not when this world is remade? The part that actually matters is that we will die if we get caught in that. I suppose you do have a point. Of course I do. Now then, I say we pivot this discussion to more practical matters, namely, how do we stay safe and what is our next course of action? Okay, I guess we do need to talk about that.
Yeah. I guess debating the practicalities or like the logistics of it is
Yeah. You there, Pepperoncino? It's only by my good graces that you're running around outside instead of being confined in the border under lock and key. Now repay the favor by telling us something we can use, damn it! Something you can use? Well, I guess I can think of one thing. Pulling off a feat that massive takes a lot out of Arjuna, so he isn't able to move around much. And I don't just mean that long stretch of time at the end of a Kali Yuga when he charges up that noble phantasm. I'm pretty sure that, unlike most servants, he doesn't do much of anything the rest of the time either. I guess he just doesn't have he just doesn't have access to the energy he would need to do more than ride the Vimana of his. Okay. I guess if he's putting everything into, I guess recreating the world every time or, whatever he's doing, it would take a lot out of him. So, maybe he's just sleeping or something.
Well,
I don't know.
Since he lets it autoplay, he's just kind of
he's just waiting it out.
Yeah, he's just waiting till 10 days
call me
pass.
in 10 days, yeah,
and I'll try it all over again if it's not perfect.
Yeah. I think that's how he spends most of his time, just riding around the Tree of Emptiness on his Vimana. Of course, he might look like he's spacing out up there, but I'm sure he's actually keeping a close eye out for the next bit of evil to purge. Oh, okay. It's probably got something to do with containing so many powerful divinities within himself. It would also explain why he seems so devoid of personality. Yeah, definitely. He was kind of talking
robotically.
Yeah, pretty mechanically. But then, isn't that exactly why he would need other servants to handle other things for him? Ashvatthama did say something about that, didn't he? Yeah, he did. I think he called himself a Lokapala? Lokapala. In original Indian mythology, Lokapala were said to protect the world. They were the guardians of all directions. Though I don't know what that could mean. Yeah. It just is like bodyguards or something, I don't know. We know who their Neja is now, but who are those other two servants? I'm afraid I don't know. I was already on the outs with Arjuna when he got around to summoning them. By that time, he just considered me an outsider he didn't need to worry about. Though since I'm Ashvatthama's former master, he did tell his servants to eliminate me if they happened to see me. Suffice to say, I have no idea what their true names are, though I get a feeling they're an archer and a caster. I think I could make an educated guess, but there's no point in speculation at this point. We need solid info. Well, this seems like a good time to tell you that those servants are not the only enemies we face here. Well, no. There are also the sacred beasts, the mythical creatures the people here refer to as the agents of God. Oh, those? They're primitive guardian beasts Arjuna made to counteract the Kali. They manifest naturally. Okay. And since there are almost no Kali during the peaceful Krita Yuga, the beasts are supposed to just wander around like normal animals.
Oh.
Holmes, what do you mean by this seems like a good time? Supposed to? That means they could just, attack us, right?
Maybe.
And, yeah, what does he mean by this seems like a good time? Because it's peaceful? I don't know. I suspect the answer to that, and your next immediate course of action will be will be clear to you soon enough. Well,
okay.
Thanks for avoiding the question.
Oh.
Here's the fight. Sacred beasts! I guess that means Arjuna really doesn't want us here then. So of course they'll attack us on sight now, just like the Kali. You said these beasts wander around just like ordinary animals, yes? Then we clearly can't let our guard down just because it's Krita Yuga now. I mean, we're clearly Arjuna's enemies, so
yeah.
Still, I don't know if it's the sunshine or what, but my body feels lighter now. It shouldn't take long. Maybe as the yugas, go on, it gets
worse. Maybe.
Yeah, I'll show you guys how well I can hold my own in a fight, or at least I hope I'll be able to.
I'm sure you'll do fine,
You can
Jinako.
do it.
I mean, Ganesha.
We have Waver on our side.
That's
we can
true.
do it. Oh. All right. All right. Well, we finally got to watching Fate Grand Carnival, which was really fun.
Right. Episode 1 and 2. We already watched episode 1 before, because that came out a little bit earlier.
Yeah, I think that came out earlier in the year, like
episode 2.
I think it might have been New Year's, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah. Although I really wish there was more.
Are they not making any more?
I mean, I feel like they are, right?
But yeah, it was good. I like the Jolter story plot part. The part with Moriarty was
oh my god.
With Lancelot, like no comment.
Yeah. No, the part with like Gilda Ray's and he's like, are there any young boys? I was like, oh my god. Yeah. But otherwise, I thought it was quite good.
Yeah.
I do think that they kind of like overused the, killing Orion.
Oh, gag,
bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, considering it was only like 2 episodes and you saw it like
3 or 4 times.
Yeah, quite a few times. I felt like it was a bit much. But otherwise, I thought it was pretty fun. I mean, a lot of the servants competing with one another in various ways.
Yeah.
It was nice.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, there were definitely a bunch of, servants that, like, haven't really had animated screen time before, which were able to show up at least.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was pretty nice to see. I hope that they'll make more.
I think so.
I think they will, but I guess we don't know about, like, release times or whatever. Oh, man. These things are pretty bulky.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
You're like, hit Jinako, hit Jinako!
Yeah, which didn't happen, obviously.
You could have used her taunt. Too bad.
Actually, what does this do? Oh, okay. And this... Okay, cool. Oh, I should have used her other skill first. Whoops. My bad. I had...
Well, so much for that.
Ah, well. They might not die, right?
Yeah, that might be okay.
Oh, Weaver's
fine. Whatever. That was nothing.
Hey, we're good. Okay. Well, we'll save you first, Drama. And we'll put this back on. And I think this had an attack up? Okay. Yeah. Alright. What do you mean? For mobs, these have quite a bit of life. Which, I mean, it's not so bad, but...
Yeah, but they're not very hard,
yeah, they're not really difficult to fight, but, they take a longer time to beat than I thought they would.
Right. Have you even gotten Rama's NP yet?
No. But I'll be getting it now.
You know, to put at least the defense up or anything, or no?
I
not.
guess I could.
You don't have to. I'm just like, but if they get hit.
Come on, Rama, you can do it.
Kill that thing. I don't know.
I hope he can kill both of them,
can.
but I don't know. We'll have to see.
I don't know how much his MP does.
Hey, okay, pretty close. Alright, this should do it. What I'm noticing about Jinako, maybe she's just level 80. I mean, Ganesha, I guess, she's not very strong.
Yeah, I've kind of noticed that as well. I mean, you've used her NPS several times, and it almost looks like, well,
yeah.
not looks like they take no damage, but like quite not as much as you would like, right?
Yeah. All right, no battle, so more story. Okay, now that we've gone over how things generally work in this Lost Belt, what do you think of it? I mean, it kind of sucks that people have to die over and over again, I guess, but there's not really much we can do about that besides taking him down. I don't think it's right. I don't like it. Me neither. Asha and Vihan looked to me like they were the best of friends. They were like family. And I'm positive that had nothing to do with how well Vihan could or couldn't run. It didn't matter how well he could hunt or stand guard either. As far as Asha was concerned, she just loved him and wanted him to stay by her side. Oh. So if the god of this world just erased their relationship for his own reasons, what happens to all the love she had for him, all the happiness she felt when they were together? Where does it go? You said it. But also, where do all the other people who die go, right?
I guess they just kinda don't exist anymore.
Yeah. Amazing. The same girl who used to resemble nothing so much as a living doll expounding on love. Oh, this is just precious. Sniff. I think I'm going to cry. Although, I wonder what Beryl would say if he saw this new mash. I don't know, probably laugh or something. He looks kind of shady, not gonna lie. Allow me to offer some criticism of this world from a Jeez, I can't read. Allow me to offer some criticism of this world from a different perspective. I'm sure it's been some time since a calendar meant anything in this world, but for the purposes of our discussion, let's say the year here is 2021. As I'm sure you're aware from visiting the nearby town, civilization here has not advanced anything like as far as in proper human history. That is not to say I only value post-industrial age advances, or that I have no appreciation for life lived in harmony with nature. I assure you, neither is true. I'm merely saying that civilization as a whole has clearly not progressed here when compared to proper human history. That aspect alone is enough for me to declare this world is a far cry from anything approaching the ideal. The march of civilization has stalled here, just like in the Chinese Lost Belt, albeit for very different reasons.
I guess if they keep on like replaying the same things over and over again, you don't really get, technological advancements.
Yeah, you can't actually like progress in the world, right? Let's say 10 days at a time. How much let's say innovation or whatever can you really do, right?
And even if you started something, maybe you wouldn't be able to complete it, right?
But at the same time, the peaceful days only last 4 days? And so every day after that, you're fearing for your life, which, I mean, sure, people can, innovate when under stress or whatever, but at the same time, it's I
can't imagine a lot would really happen.
Yeah, exactly. You're not given a lot of time. On top of that, it's just, yeah, doesn't seem too realistic that anything that really, would really happen from that. Anyways, And it hardly needs saying, but I don't like the way this god does things either. Cheaters get permabanned, that's what I say. On another note, is everything okay, Rama? Something on your mind? I just realized something. Arjuna has obtained every Indian divinity in this Lost Belt's history, right? Then that would mean Sita is one of them. Oh no. Really? Just as I am an avatar of Vishnu, Sita is an avatar of Vishnu's consort, Lakshmi. Of course, that doesn't mean they are one and the same, but they are certainly close enough. So then, what should I do? Well, man. This might be a little bit tough. What else? I have to save her. That's who I am. It's my very reason for existing. So love is your main motivator for defeating Arjuna? Well, that's just beautiful. I mean, I thought he was gonna say, well, I can't fight him now, which I was like, oh no.
Yeah, I was thinking, oh no, what if he takes that route too? But then I'm like, I feel like you'd want to, save her, right?
Saving her makes sense. Yeah. I mean, when we think of, like, let's say, Ipuribus Unum, like, he wanted to save her too, so, like, yeah. Anyways, what do you think of Arjuna, Pepe? Me? It's like I said, I thought he and this world were a dead end the moment I met him. Can't get much further than my type, than this version of Arjuna. He might be a pretty face, but that soul of his is ugly as sin.
That's kind of mean, but I kind of get it. ...
Master, there may not be any need for me to say this, but please let me say it again anyway. Pepe is a good person. I believe we can trust him, and I think we should work together with him on this. I think so too. Looks like we're both on the same page, Mash. Alright, well, I think so too. Aw, that's sweet. Thanks, you two. Nonetheless, the fact remains that you are a cryptor. Are you truly about to let your assigned Lost Belt be destroyed? What will you say to the others? Why, I'll just say I did my best, but it wasn't good enough. Oopsie. I don't want to get on their bad side either. I'm just going to go with the... I'm just going with the flow here. Well, I trust you even less now. If you're so easygoing, why did you join the Cryptors in the first place? I mean, I don't think he... I mean, I guess he had a choice, but, like, he okayed to being a Cryptor, right?
Yeah.
When they all kinda... Yeah. You could have just turned them down from the start. Well, that was a cruel thing to say. Huh? I mean, I don't think Gordolf knows of, their situation, of what happened to them. Circumstantial change confirmed. I have a proposal for you chosen ones, an offer for those of you who were cast aside. If you desire acclamation, then choose rebirth. If you desire indolence, then choose eternal sleep. It makes no difference to a god. This is like when he came back, I guess. I didn't want to have to tell you this, but we didn't have any choice. Thawing the coffins might not sound like a big deal, but it's basically like recovering dead bodies. We were all dead in there. We were never going to wake up from that darkness. But then, the foreign god came and told us, you may live on as a cryptor, or die as a master. And that was that. Honestly, I still don't know who or what this foreign god is. Cristaria seems like he does, but he's not one to talk. All I know is, in exchange for being given new life, we were to be thrown out into this newly wiped clean world, and put in charge of growing our respective Lost Belt's Tree of Emptiness. Of course, I know we betrayed all of mankind when we chose to leave our coffins as cryptors, so I'm not under any illusion that we're the real victims here. I'll even admit that I thought this game to see who'll get to be king of the world sounded fun. Whatever will be, If an old monk friend of mine were here now, he'd probably say something like, you guys were just unlucky. ... Still, there's nothing to be gained from cursing your fate, and besides, I was already getting bored with it. So, I'm just going to do the best I can, and try not to throw my life away for nothing. I'm not going to sell out my fellow cryptors, and I have no desire to fight all of you all of you to the death either. Well, I guess that's nice. And since that works out for both of us, isn't that good enough for now? Then does that mean nobody on Team A willingly chose to side with the foreign god? I mean, I'm sure there's a couple of people who probably willingly chose to do it, but...
Yeah.
Yeah. Hehe, I don't know about all of us, but me, Kadok, and Ophelia sure didn't. Oh wait, I guess Ophelia's an exception. She swore to become a crypter for her own very personal reasons. Then please, just tell me one thing. Where does the name Cryptors come from? Oh, okay. Is it a code name for something? Did the foreign god give it to you? No way! You're really bringing that up now? Oh right, I just remembered. You never knew this, did you, Mashi? Now it all makes sense. The name Cryptors comes from Director Marisbury. It was the title he gave to the special masters who were chosen for Team A.
Okay.
Well, I guess they just kept the name. They're like, we don't want to come up with a new name. Let's just keep what, we've been being called, right? Anywho, let's talk about how exactly we can go about beating Arjuna. Because I'll be honest, I've got nothing. True.
I mean, he doesn't even have a servant, right?
No, this is no laughing matter. He even shrugged off my noble phantasm like it was nothing. Although, now I understand why. It's because his very divine existence is just that strong. There's no trick or even magecraft involved. It's just what he is, plain and simple. Geez, so he even cheats just by existing? How in the world are we supposed to beat him then? Beat him then, there we go. Honestly, you're in much worse shape to fight him now that Carney's out of the picture. I just don't see how Ganesha there could ever fill his shoes no matter how hard she tries.
I mean, she could still try, though.
Ouch. Hey, you don't have to rub it in. Believe me, I'm well aware. Maybe there's someone else who could help us? I say we go look for Ganesha number 2.
Wow.
Oh, wow, Gouda, that's so mean.
Wow, if I were her, I'd be like, screw you guys.
Yeah, right? That deserves a bitch slap to you, Gouda. Maybe there's someone else who could help us? True. There could well be another rogue servant here. If we could find them and win them over, it would be the fastest and surest way of bolstering our ranks. That would be great, but but it is a big if, yeah. Well, if there is anyone else like Ganesha around here, there's a good chance someone in town might know about them. Why don't we head back to Bichu again to see what we can find out? Sounds good to me. Then what are we waiting for? Like they say, no road is long with good company, and it's best to make hay while the sun shines. Eee!
Okay.
Don't worry about a thing. I'll make sure we never run out of things to talk about on the way. I can't say that was actually a concern. ... Well, Pepe seems kind of fun at least.
Yeah. ...
What's up, Mash? We didn't have any choice. That's right. I'd forgotten that. Everyone had their reasons for making the choices they did. That's why things ended up like this. There's been quite a lot of flashbacking in this Lost Belt. I don't really mind it, since, this is LB4, we've gotten quite far into the story, but, nice people, not so nice people, people who were interested in me, people who weren't interested in me. I know everyone on Team A. I'd forgotten I knew that. I only just remembered that they were also people who lived in Chaldea. Okay. That's why, right now, if I was stronger, maybe I wouldn't be feeling so conflicted right now. If only I was a perfect demi-servant, then... Mash, what's wrong? Oh, sorry, it's nothing. It looks like we're almost there. I already have an idea who we can talk to first. It would be great if she knows something.
Probably Asha.
I mean, who else? Other gods? I guess you haven't heard anything then. Maybe using the word god isn't the best way to go about it. It might be better to take a different approach. We're looking for someone who is very much out of place in this world. In other words, someone who finds this place as wrong as we do. If someone like that exists, they'd probably be out fighting Kali regardless of what Yuga it is. So the question we should be asking is... Here, little miss, let me put it to you this way. Have you heard any rumors about naughty heretics who didn't obey your god's teachings? Oh, besides us, of course. Oh, I think the mayor would probably know something about that.
Of course
yeah,
he
definitely.
does. I like your line of thinking, Pepe.
Well, I wouldn't call them bad exactly. Everything alive in this world is the god's creation, after all. But I would say they're just a bit too focused on the wrong things, unfortunately. Nonetheless, yes, I have heard there are people like that in the village on the other side of the mountain. I'm told they spend most of their time taking up weapons and fighting the Kali in defiance of the god's teachings. They certainly do things differently than we do in Bichu, where we accept God's trials with piety and grace. But I suppose that is just the way they choose to live their lives. He's like, nothing we can do about that. We're just pious, people who, live lives peacefully and pray to our God,
We don't care about the other towns and their doings.
Please do not associate us with them. It's still a bit shocking how much more amiable he is now compared to when we first met him. But at any rate, this is great. Now we have a promising lead. Let's head for this village right away, Master. Sounds good to me, but just be aware that you might not be able to get there by nightfall. I think it's better if we don't move around too much in the middle of the night, so if you find a good place to make camp, don't be shy about doing just that, okay? Don't worry about that. I hate going at a forced march. If I have to go hiking, I make sure to take it nice and slow. As long as I'm around, I won't be letting anyone push themselves too hard, even if they want to. Or not even if they want to.
But I still think that it's good to take things at your own pace, though, especially... I mean, obviously, they're kind of on a time limit, but since it's the beginning, I guess, again, you don't have to push yourself as hard, especially, or else you'll burn yourself out by the end, right?
Yeah. So... Oh, okay, I guess this new thing that opened up might be the new village? But, I don't know. They said it was, beyond the mountain, so maybe it's
on,
not. Maybe on
right
the other
side.
yeah. So I wonder what that new place will be. Anyways, secluded cave. More story. Z's. We'll be heading back out at dawn, Pepe. Are you sure you don't need to get some sleep? What about you, Mashi? You're still standing watch this late? I'm a demi-servant, so I'm fine going without sleep for a while. Funny how you're okay without sleep, but the divine spirit servant over there apparently can't get enough. Well, that's okay. This works out nicely for me. Mind if I stand watch with you for a while? Oh, no. That's all fine. Hold on, that's fine with me. That was only a pretense, of course. I was actually just waiting for a good chance to ask you this. Did you get a chance to talk to Ophelia? Yes, I did. We didn't have a lot of time, but I still feel like we said a lot. Much more than we ever expressed to each other in Chaldea. Hehe, I'm glad to hear that. She always did want to have a good heart-to-heart with you, I could tell. So, what'd you talk about? Well, one of our topics was romance. He's like, oh, no way, seriously?
Now I'm interested.
Oh, what I wouldn't give to have been a fly on the wall for that. I can't think of anything better than Ophelia talking about romance. I can just imagine the three of us chatting over a nice cup of tea, hours passing in the blink of an eye. Do you know what happened to everyone, Pepe? I heard what happened from Kristaria and the others, yes, but those are just boring old facts. That's not what I really want to know. That's why I wanted to ask you about them directly. I see. I don't think there's anything I need to keep secret, so I'm happy to answer any questions you have. Even though I'm a cryptor? Even though I'm your enemy? Yes, I remember that despite everything that's happened, you were still both members of Team A. That hasn't changed just because you're a cryptor now too. I see. Well, thank you. Well, that's nice. I mean, catch up now while you still can, right?
I guess so.
I'm sure Karak, Ophelia, and Akta are frustrated by how things turned out, but I doubt they have any regrets. So they all fought bravely, huh? And here I am, just pathetically doing whatever I can to survive. I don't think that's anything you need to feel bad about. Hey, I'm still on the cryptor's side, but I can't help but be frustrated too. No matter how hard it is to survive, I still find myself thinking there might have been a better way to end things. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring down the mood. If things don't go your way, even after you've struggled as much as you can, your only choice is to give up and move on. I just had to come to terms with that again. That's just my lot in life, I'm afraid. Nothing I do ever quite seems to work out. Aw, that's sad.
That's kinda sad.
Really? But you've always seemed to me like you excel at everything you do. Hehe, that's only because I stick to things I know I can do. No, I'm talking about fate and destiny. But hey, that can be extremely motivating in its own right, and it's not like I've given up on everything, you know? ... Alright, I think it's time I got to bed. A complexion this perfect requires plenty of sleep. Besides, how could I look Ophelia in the eye if I neglected my own skincare after I kept admonishing her? Thank you for telling me what happened with the other cryptors, Mashi. Good night. Of course, good night, Pepe. You know, this conversation was pretty short, but I kind of liked it.
Yeah.
I mean, especially since, Pepe is not, antagonizing us.
Or completely hostile compared to some of the others.
Not hostile to us. So I think, them having the chance to, at least chat with each other and, learn about, what happened in some of the cryptors' final moments or whatever.
I mean,
it's
I think
nice.
You could already tell in, previous Lost Belts or...
like the introduction sequences.
Exactly, where you would see Pepe definitely care more about, say, the other cryptors and whatnot. And then I just thought him, actually wanting to know or hear from Mash to be quite kind, honestly.
Yeah.
Because, not every mage is kind.
Yeah,
most
for
mages
sure.
are not.
Yeah.
And so to be, thoughtful of another person is quite rare, actually.
Yeah.
And, hearing facts, I feel, would be more the common way to go, but to hear from the actual person, it makes him quite unique, I think.
Yeah.
And yeah, no,
definitely
I appreciate that.
Yeah, it definitely makes him more likable too. Yeah. Anyways, we are on section 8, and we're fighting a question mark person or thing, so we'll have to see what it is. The Queen of the Walled Village. Let's go. I feel like we've had walled villages before.
Babylonia.
I meant like LB2.
LB2. Yeah.
And, there was a queen there too. I don't think that has any relevance to this Lost Belt, but,
Well, these guys are armed.
Yeah. Damn sacred beasts. All of the luck running into the... Of all the luck, there we go. Of all the luck running into a huge pack of them like this. Oh, question mark. It seems luck was not on our side today. I was hoping we could pass them by without incident, but oh well. That square. I'm so sorry. I was so close to them, but I ended up drawing my bow in fear. Don't worry about it. The blame is partly mine for forgetting how it feels to hold a weapon for the first time. I'll need to reevaluate both the technical and mental aspects of our training program. At any rate, the rest of you hurry back to the village. I'll hold them off here. But... No buts. We can't risk leading them towards the village. Besides, the more commotion we make, the more likely we are to be captured by the Lokapala we've been hearing rumors about. The Lokapala are said to serve God directly, and have incredible power in their own right. The moment they find us, it's over. We can't let that happen. I could manage on my own if it came to that, but if you or the village caught their eye, it would be disastrous. Yeah, you guys would be gone. So I want you all to head back to Dival ahead of me, and don't forget the supplies we collected. But you can't possibly handle them all on your own. Don't worry, my plan isn't to defeat them all. I'll just be buying us time, and I'm well accustomed to trials of endurance. Besides, I already told you. I'm not human, I'm something else. Something with the power of 1,000 ordinary people. A shadow of humanity who manifested in this land by the grace of the rightful gods. Alright. I know this isn't the first time we've had to stay behind, but man, it sucks not being able to actually drive around in our vehicle. What's the point of even having it then? Don't be ridiculous. If the enemy were to find and destroy the border, the jig would be well and truly up. Camouflage function or not, we still need to make sure we stay out of sight at all times. That mad dash we made to pick up the field team during the Kali Yuga was under the most extenuating of circumstances. There will be no repeat performance. Yeah, I was just grumbling. I know you're right on this one, Gordy. Oh, just a moment. Do you think you can stop and hide in that tall grass over there? Yes, I'll set the Ortonex to silent mode. Please be as quiet as you can, everyone.
It has a silent mode?
I guess
so. Or rather,
so.
It makes noises?
I mean, it's kind of mechanical, right?
I guess so.
Oh, more beasts.
Oh, they're kind of patrolling, huh?
Yeah, that's a lot of sacred beasts. It was almost like watching a sacred beast parade. Wow, there's that many of them? I guess so. Though I wonder who was fighting before. Luckily, they don't seem to have noticed us. Let's stay here and wait for them to pass. They're certainly very pretty to look at. No wonder the people here call them agents of God. They really are just like any other animal without any Kali around, huh? I wonder what they eat. Maybe we could use food to tame them? Dot dot dot. They're gone. Alright, I guess we can keep going then. Good, then let's keep going. It shouldn't be much farther to our destination village. Whoa! I see something. That must be it over there. Thank goodness we didn't run into any trouble on the way. I like the wall they put up here. Gives the place a real freedom fighter vibe. Okay.
Really?
The mayor of Bichu did say they go around fighting Kali here. If anything, I would be surprised if their village wasn't fortified like this. That's true. Oh. Come on, hurry! It's us! Open the gate, quick! Okay. Those people seem to be in an awfully big hurry to get inside. I wonder what that was all about. Looks like we were far enough away from them that they didn't notice us. But did you see? They may have only been more modified farm implements, but they were still carrying weapons. They really do seem to be different from the people of Bichu. We may well be able to learn something new here. I think you're right. Let's go see. I don't even think they'll let us in.
Yeah, I don't know.
Wouldn't be the first time. They're not opening the gate for us. And they're not answering when we knock either.
I'm sure somebody can scale a wall, right?
Yeah.
Alright, come on, Rama.
Hey! Open the gate for us! I'll have you know most nations would be thrilled to have me pay them a visit. Let me see if I can hear anything from inside. Who was that? Is someone there? Or is someone here? Oh no! Ah! This is it! They found us! We're done for! Oh no. What do we do? What are we gonna do?
Oh, they think that we're the
Yeah.
whatever.
They think we're gonna kill them. How should I know? There's no way we can fight them off on our own. We'll just have to keep the gate closed until she gets back. I'm not sure why, but they sound very agitated. Oh, I've got a bad feeling about this, and my bad feelings about this sort of thing have a ways of always being right.
His bad feeling detector is pretty strong.
You gotta trust your gut. At least we know there's people inside. And since we're servants, we could probably just jump over the wall if we have to. Of course, just because we can doesn't mean we... You there! What are you doing here? Whoa! Let's see who it is. A servant reading. Well, it seems luck is with you today, master. Of course, we aren't yet sure whether this is whether this is good luck or bad luck. Whoever the servant is, they're headed your way at top speed. Be on your guard. They just jumped clean over us and landed on top of the gate.
Wow.
Oh, hey! Okay. Kind of forgot that she was supposed to be in this chapter. It's a servant we've never met before. Well, that's too bad. It would have made things a lot simpler if you already knew each other. I hate getting chewed out by strangers. It's like 100 times worse when it's someone you know. What I'm trying to say is, this lady looks really pissed off at us, so maybe do something about that. That divine aura. Curses. Despite my best efforts, it looks like you finally found us. You must be the ones who serve the false god, the Lokapala. Huh? I think you got the wrong idea. Yeah. Whoa, slow down. Us, the Lokapala? You must be joking. Don't lie to me. It can't be a coincidence that you've shown up now. Besides, I heard you planning to invade our village by jumping over these walls. I have no idea what you're talking about, but I'm sure this is just a misunderstanding. I only mentioned jumping the wall to rule it out as a bad idea. So you continue to lie to me. Very well. If you have finally learned of my existence and the existence of this village that seeks to end the false god cycle, then so be it. I think we're on the same team. I will run and hide no longer. If the time has come to fight, then I shall rise to the challenge. Prepare yourselves, Lokapala. You will not be taking anything from me this day. Even if I must face a god this time, I will make sure to defend my home to the very end. Oh, she's pretty cool.
Yeah, but I mean, she's also not listening to us.
Alright, so she's a saber, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, alright, well...
So I actually fought this. You know how I didn't read this story and I just played through, but my whole team was full of lancers.
Oh,
when I saw her, I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah. Sure, let's take this Archeria. Yeah, we'll keep Rama for now, whatever.
Yeah, Rama's pretty good. I don't think you'll have a problem, to be honest.
I certainly hope not.
I think it's more of a problem when you don't know what you're going up against.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, I kind of assume we just have to break her bar. Oh, right. Let's see, what does this do? Raises all allies' attack, okay. And what does this do?
Oh, that decreases her NP.
Yeah. Right?
Or no,
it's her heal.
It's her health.
It's her heal skill.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this one does.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah,
For some reason, please.
Okay, yeah.
Man, I'm blind. For some reason, I thought you pressed the heal skill.
Alright, let's go. Man, that was close. I actually don't think I have Lakshmi Eye on any account.
I don't think so either, actually. I'd like to have her one day, though.
Yeah. I've been thinking of who I might want to pick for a 4-star if we ever get that ticket, and you know what? I might choose her.
Yeah.
I really like her design and stuff.
Me too.
And I mean, we haven't really met her much in the story yet, but I think she's pretty cool.
Yeah. Definitely left a good first impression. Kind of just feels like Artoria and the others.
Oh yeah, it definitely is. I'm not gonna pretend that's not what's happening. So close. All right. Well, this should do it. Oh. Oh no. Oh, okay.
It's because Arteria.
Oh yeah.
Has a, is it a chance to do it, or
I think it's a chance to NP drain. Well, I guess I could do it again just in case. Okay, this should do it.
For real this time.
Mm-hmm. Alright, good job, Archeria. Oh, okay, so this is where the new
town is.
Village is.
Yeah.
Okay, well, whatever. Okay, well, we'll just bring Jinako as usual. And yeah, we should be okay. Maybe.
I think he'll be fine.
We'll
you can
see.
make amends later.
Yeah,
if you need to.
yeah. Ooh. Yes, hold on. Yes, I'm aware. I'm well aware indeed. The foxwoman is up to something, isn't she? She always is.
Yeah,
Like, what else is
she
new?
Always is.
Then, if I may, allow me to tell you. Hold on. Allow me to tell you something. Something of great importance. ... Oh, no. Of course I wouldn't leave the decision of what to do with this information entirely in your capable hands. Wait, what?
He said I would.
Oh, no, of course I would. Okay. I feel like I said wouldn't.
Yeah,
and I was
did.
like, wait, that makes no sense. Of course I would leave this decision of what to do with this information entirely in your capable hands. All I would humbly ask of you is your attention. That said, I must stress that depending on how things turn out, matters could grow very serious indeed. Why, what if my colleague, one of the foreign god's disciples, ostensibly sent here to help you, were to become the very sort of thing you cast out of your world? Okay. Please listen to us. The Lakapala are our enemy as well. We only came here in the hope of finding allies who could help us fight against them. Talk is cheap. I've lost track of how many times someone claiming to be my friend betrayed me.
Oh no.
Hey, look, she's back, and she's fighting to protect us. We're saved! Then those are Lakapala. Damn it, they finally found our village.
Man, nobody's listening to
I know.
us.
Please, my lady, help us. The Lakapala showed up right after we got back to the village. We've been barring the gate and holding out until you arrived. There, you see? I knew you couldn't be trusted. Arg! What did I tell you? Misunderstandings only invite further misunderstandings. I've seen this sort of thing before. Back in the clock tower? No, all of my life, really. Aw, damn. I would look around one day and realize everyone had forsaken me, even though I didn't do anything wrong. I mean, you were kind of forsaken at the beginning of your story here in FGO, haven't, like, right?
Yeah.
Well, maybe that's not entirely accurate. There was this one time I... Sorry, hun, but your life story is gonna have to wait, okay?
I like Pippin's attitude.
I know. So much personality in his dialogue. I really like it. The circumstances being what they are, she doesn't seem to really be trying to kill us, but she's certainly very hard-headed. Her movements are as firm as her beliefs, it seems. Hey, Rama, are you feeling this too? I am. It's faint, but she definitely has the air of a divine spirit. Maybe she's a pseudo-servant like you? Good grief, I knew India had an expansive pantheon, but that can't be the answer for everything, can it? One does not generally run into a divine spirit at every corner, so to speak. Forget that. How do we get her to listen to us? We'll never get anywhere if we don't clear up this misunderstanding. We've been telling her over and over, but she won't listen. I can't seem to get through to her no matter what I say. Oh. Well, aren't you going to try to scale these walls? You'll need to do better than...
Does she want us to scale the walls?
Is that... It looks like something caught her eye. Why'd she jump back onto the wall? Maybe we're about to fight a mob? ... She seems to be looking at something far away. What's going on? Well, this is certainly less than optimal. I know you're in the midst of a battle, but I strongly urge you to take note of your surroundings, particularly what is behind you, immediately. Behind us? Oh, there we go. What? Sacred beasts? Huh? Wait, this pack looks kind of familiar. Are these the ones that passed by us earlier? Those were going in a different direction. I'm pretty sure they didn't notice us at all. Maybe there's something here that lured them this way? A different group from the sacred beasts we encountered earlier? Of all the times for them to show up. No, this is no coincidence. It only makes sense that the Lakapala would have the means to control them. They must be trying to make their way into our village and cleanse it, especially since one of our elderly died this morning.
Oh.
Begone, foul agents of the false god. You will not be claiming our dead today. My, she does make for quite the striking figure, doesn't she? She certainly does. She must be the manifestation of a noble, heroic spirit here to guide the people of this place along the right path. Oh no!
Did she slip off the wall?
Oh no!
Ouch!
Aw, she's clumsy. That's cute. What happened? Did something knock her off the wall? No, it looked to me like she just sort of lost her footing. Now she's wriggling around where she fell. It looks like her feet are stuck to some hole in the ground. Curses! I can't believe I fell right into one of the pitfalls we dug to prepare for the next Kali attack. ... Give me a moment. I'll be out of here in no time. Looks like they're pissed off about all the dramatic tension evaporating, though I could just be projecting there. We can't let the sacred beasts hurt her while she's incapacitated. Let's take them down and keep her safe, Master. You know it. Hold on, you know it. Get him, guys. Alright, go get him. This'll show her that we're friendly. Yeah.
On her side.
Yeah.
After she trips off the roof or off the wall into a hole.
Alright, I do think this one has an attack buff on it. Yep. Okay. Let's hope this does a little bit more damage this time. Alright, not too bad. Rama, you're so strong. Ooh, we got these things to fight now. I see how it is. Might want to kill the rider behind there in case of the kill's favor. Maybe, or no, you can kill the Lancer dude. You can kill the not Bicorn. Which Chai Shiravas. I'll just kill this thing first. I swear Rama sometimes does more with his crits than his NP. I don't know. Maybe I just have him at a low NP level? Maybe. Let's see, what NP level are you? Oh, NP1, well, no wonder! Okay, well... Right, and there's nothing here, so let's... Maybe I can just... It doesn't really matter, I guess. I mean, Junako's not too bad at getting her NP, and she has so many invincibilities, honestly, like, it's kind of crazy. Let's kill this thing first. Let's do this. Man, his crits do more damage than his NP. He can do it. Rama. I almost called him Karna, but that's not it. Karna's dead. Yeah, Karna's gone. Oh, hey! Bond 2 and Bond 5. Yay. Is there anybody else you need to bond up with? Oh, probably one or two. All hostiles in our vicinity eliminated. Well done, everyone. Well done, guys. ... Well, now do you understand we aren't your enemy? Yes, I do. I'm not so foolish as to insist otherwise at this point. I see now that I was gravely mistaken. No one who would fight against the sacred beasts could possibly be allies of the false god. I'm truly, sincerely sorry, and I thank you for your assistance. Please, tell me why you've come here. No, on second thought, it's only right that I tell you about myself first. Yes, you have a point. Alright then, let me ask you this. Are you a divine spirit? Yes and no. I'm a servant, but right now a goddess resides within my body, sharing her power with me. When I was first summoned to this land, she was already there inside me. There have been plenty of cases where a divine spirit would inhabit a person from the past to become a servant. And since heroic spirit servants are technically people from the past, I guess it makes sense that a divine spirit could inhabit one of them too. Though I definitely haven't heard of many cases where it happened quite like this. I expect it's because this god and I happen to share the same name. I believe having words, sounds, and names match is very significant when it comes to magecraft. Then again, I was originally given this name in the hope of receiving her blessing, so perhaps it isn't much of a coincidence after all. You don't say. Okay, that makes sense. So, what is that god's name? ... Lakshmi. And I am the Rani of Jhansi, a land which once existed in India, who was named for her. Oh, who was named for her. Okay, my name is Lakshmi Bai. Yay! Well, we have officially met her now, and I think that's all the new servants on the banner or on the banners, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think we've... Oh, yes, we have met them all, I think.
Alright, cool. Fofo? Lakshmi Bai? I would like to think that anyone would be a bit embarrassed to recount the history of their own life, no matter how proud of that life they may be. So that's why Holmes had been so unusually quiet. Alright then, I guess I'll... Lakshmi Bai is a hero from the 19th century India, known for her role in the Indian Rebellion. Oh? Hehe, thanks for jumping in, Captain. Why don't you take it from here? I mean, Captain seems to know a lot.
Yeah.
Despite being born to royalty, she took up a sword and led a small rebel army in order to protect her nation of Jhansi. She was known far and wide for her leadership and charisma. At the time, revolts were breaking out all across India, under a manner of different circumstances, Jesus. When one small state tried to revolt, the neighboring nations would often end up siding with the British, isolating the rebels and cutting them off from working with like-minded people in other regions. Oh, rip, I fought her with, Artoria earlier. But the Jhansi rebels managed to hold out till the very end. And it was all thanks to their exceptional leader, Lakshmi Bai. I wouldn't call myself exceptional. I was just flailing around trying to hold everything together as best I could. between Kunwar Singh, Tatya Tope? I don't know, Tope, and many others I could name, there were no end of leaders more talented than me. All that aside, you sound like you know a lot about our struggle. Are you Indian yourself? I'm nobody, just another nameless. Doesn't matter where I'm from. I'm done now. Over and out. While we're at it, we should probably also go over your divine spirit, Lakshmi. Though I'm sure Ganesha and Rama know a lot more about her than I do. In Indian mythology, Lakshmi is known as the goddess of fortune, prosperity, beauty, and the consort of Vishnu. Right. That's right. Then, could it be?
Oh no.
I am an avatar of Vishnu and Sita, an avatar of Lakshmi. Sita, are you in there? I'm sure if you are, I'll be able to feel your presence. Oh my god. What is he doing?
I don't know.
I'm guessing this is clear to all of you as well, given that her grip on my skull is strong enough. The bones are starting to crack.
Oh no.
I think you gotta calm down, Rama. Like, I know you're excited, man, but like, yeah. But unfortunately, I sense no trace of Sita inside her. Who is this man advancing on a woman he's never met before as if to propose to her? Do you mind if I break him? Please don't. I understand how you feel, but please go easy on him. Rama has his own complicated history. I see. I suppose I can't blame him for misunderstanding. I should have been more precise. The goddess Lakshmi exists within me more as a power source than anything else. I can barely sense her consciousness at all. It's almost as though her heart has been implanted in me to provide me with energy. I doubt my output can measure up to that of an unadulterated divine spirit. So I'm afraid I'm not a manifestation of the goddess Lakshmi so much as my core is that of a human, Rani Lakshmi Bai, with small elements of the goddess. Then Sita really doesn't exist inside you, as I suspected. Right, of course she doesn't. Now that I think about it, if she had, I would have sensed her well before you introduced yourself. Yeah. But I was not even able to tell that the deity within you was Lakshmi. You must have only her divine power and nothing of her consciousness. Ganesha didn't realize who you were either. Of course, that might be because he was never very close to you, seeing as how you were just as up there in the pantheon as his mom, Parvati. Ganesha? Yes, now that you mention it, I do sense a divine presence inside you, one I would never in a million years have guessed by looking at you.
Don't judge a cover by,
Don't judge a book by its cover.
Yeah, don't judge a book
there
by
we
its
go.
cover. I'm like, wait, that's not it.
Yeah, I know, but it's true. Believe me, I've spent pretty much the entire time wishing all this were some weird joke. Were just some weird joke. And I am Rama, the king of Kosala. Surely you've heard of me as well as my beloved Sita? Oh, of course. There's not a soul in India who doesn't know your name. Forgive me. I thought you were just an, unusually youthful young man who hadn't yet learned how to behave around women. Maybe now's a good time to share our side? Good point. We have a bunch of things we need to tell you about. Who we are, how we got here, what we're trying to do. It's a long story, but I hope you'll bear with us. And I think that about sums it up.
How efficient.
Yeah. Hold it, what about me? I thought you were saving the most important figure in our group for the end, so as to make a lasting impression. Yes, this is Gordolf Music, who I absolutely, positively, definitely didn't forget to introduce. Nope. As you can probably tell from his sheer girth, his dignified stature, he's our commander-in-chief. Hehe, indeed I am. A stout build is the mark of a true elite after all. As the commanding officer here, I expect you to treat me with all due respect. I have one question for you. Are you British? No, I'm not. What about you? Me? Oh, hehe. That would be telling, hun. You've got to get to know me better first. Hold on, you've got to get to know me better first. Yeah. I suppose I can at least tell you that no, I'm not British either, though I did spend a good bit of time at the clock tower. Ooh boy. Well, there's one last person in our group I should introduce you to.
Oh.
Oh no.
Hide, Sherlock.
Sorry, Holmes, the jig is up. You can't keep hiding forever. I assure you, I was doing no such thing. I was only waiting for a more opportune moment once things had settled down. Good day, Miss Lakshmi Bai. Sherlock Holmes, detective at your service. Are you British? Yes, I am. ... Is that a problem? Oh, yeah, O is right. The Indian Rebellion was, well, it was a war for India's independence against its colonizers, the British. And since Lakshmi Bai lost her life in that conflict, I imagine she has some strong feelings about it. Though I do get the impression there's someone else here with some connection to that. Yeah, you don't say. ... Oh well, guess it's not my place to say anything here. I was only a few years old when that war broke out, so while I can't personally apologize for my country's actions... No, it's alright. I'm sorry. That was rude of me. There is little sense in my asking that. It's just an old habit, one I can't seem to shake. You have nothing to apologize for. It's not for me to say whether you should or shouldn't feel that way. Nor is it for me to say whether you should hold onto those feelings or try to forget them. As I can say for sure that our country's histories are intertwined. Certainly neither of us can pretend otherwise. If this hadn't come up now, Jacqueline would no doubt have noticed the air of discomfort between us, and gone on to learn what happened between our countries for herself. If there is any meaning to be found by having people from the past come together like this, besides the role we play as servants, of course, I suspect it lies there. That's true. Agreed. I will think of you as no more than a man by the name of Sherlock Holmes. Besides, under these circumstances, the more allies we have, the better.
That's true.
Then, does that mean you'll consider us allies? It was difficult to convince the people of Duval of the wrongness of this situation, but once I did, they agreed to work together to forge their own destiny. Their village here is now the base for all such like-minded people. Kind of like LB4. As you are warriors fighting against God just like us, I would be honored if you fought if you fought at our side. It's a deal, it's a deal. Fo! I guess the counterforce must have summoned you too. Have you been here long? Yes, I'd say it's been at least 10 days since I arrived. Okay. Then you must have been caught in the world's recreation a number of times. How did you survive? God or not, remaking this entire Lost Belt is a major undertaking. Arjuna wouldn't change how he goes about it just because a servant's been added to the mix. So long as he doesn't think of you as unnecessary or defective, I expect he'd just bring you back along with all the other people. Ugh, it just galls me thinking how our very survival in this Lost Belt is completely dependent on his absurdly arbitrary standards. That's true. It's natural for gods to be somewhat self-centered given their immense power, but Arjuna definitely takes it too far. Oh, speaking of which, you should know he's already got his eye on us. So if you join us, you're sure to wind up with the whole evil label, and you won't be able to survive the world being remade anymore. That's fine. It could only have been a matter of time before he took notice of me anyway. Besides, you have a way to evade the destruction, yes? So if it comes to that, I'll be counting on your help. You mean the border? Yes, of course, you'd be welcome to join us in there. Wouldn't she? The border is the last bastion of hope for us, for all of humanity. We can't just go letting any old servant we meet on it. I mean, we need the help, though. Under ordinary circumstances, anyways. But in this case, I suppose we do have a fair handle on her true name and background.
Yeah, she's told us a lot.
Yeah, and it would be a shame to lose a valuable ally so soon after finding one. Very well, I'll authorize your entry into the border in case of emergency. You have my gratitude. Of course, ideally I hope to be quite finished with this place long before he even uses that preposterous noble phantasm of his again. You said it, honey. Hold on. Fortunately, he only ever does that at the end of the Kali Yuga. So it would be just peachy if we could put a stop to all this before then. So, now that we've got a new ally and all, what's our next step? I've already got something in mind for that. There are risks involved naturally, but the rewards should be significant. Now that we're in the middle of the first relatively peaceful Yuga, and especially now that we have more allies, this would seem to be the perfect time to investigate one thing in particular. What's that?
Maybe the tree or something?
Yeah. Or maybe the cube.
Oh, true.
Hehehe. Remember that thing we've been wondering about ever since we came to this lost belt? It's the biggest, most mysterious thing here by far, and it's got to contain some useful information. Now we want you guys to finally go and investigate it. It's the whatever, like, sky boulder or whatever it's called.
God's sky boulder.
God, sky boulder!
Honestly, I forgot what it was called. I knew it was something boulder. You said sky boulder. I'm like, that's
yeah, I was
right.
like, it has a kind of dumb name. Alright, skirts of the sky boulder. Wow, only one node. Okay, Berserker though seems kind of
kind of fishy.
Yeah, but I kind of want to bring Lakshmi by. Let's see how she plays. And yep, let's go. Wait, nope. Alright, who else has to bond with me? Okay, well, I'm on my, like, last 2 servants? Really? Wow!
Yay.
Okay, cool. I guess we'll start with you. Alright, Section 9, God Sky Boulder.
Oh, it moved so much already.
Yeah.
Wow. I thought we were still on the first one. But we're suddenly on the third already.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you don't know what God Sky Boulder is either then, Lakshmi. No, I don't. It was there when I first... Hold on. It was there when I was first summoned here, and it hasn't changed at all in the time since. At least, I don't think it has. I haven't been watching it this whole time, so I can't say for certain. Well, I've been watching it this whole time, so I can. It definitely never changed. Since we haven't actually asked, you don't know what it is either, correct? That's right. I just noticed there was a big, weird cube in this lost belt, and didn't think anything more of it. I mean, sure, I considered investigating it and getting rid of it, in case it turned out to be something dangerous, since it's so bizarre and all. But I hadn't the slightest idea how to go about it, so I decided to keep an eye on the thing. Not to mention, David told me I was better off leaving it alone. Oh,
okay.
Okay.
Keeping that information to himself, huh?
Don't dismiss something before you've seen its true nature, huh? True. If I did, I'd be no better than Arjuna. It was the same with me. I didn't know what it was, so I couldn't do anything about it. I could see that giant tree and the cube no matter where I went, and I had more pressing matters to attend to. Rather than bother with something I knew nothing about, I figured my time would be better spent helping the people here who had been led astray by this unjust god. That is very admirable of you, but are you sure it's okay to leave that village unattended?
To be honest, my question is, how did she manage to convince these people
to,
revolt?
Actually, though, that's my question. She's just that persuasive and that charismatic, I guess. They should be fine during the early Yugas, especially while there are barely any Kali around. They have weapons now, even if they were hastily assembled, and I've taught them how to fight as best I can. Okay. They should be able to handle themselves in a pinch. The only thing I'm worried about right now are the sacred... there.
Guess the sacred beasts, yeah.
It's another pack of the sacred beasts, Master. Let's hide and wait for them to pass again. It's not just sacred beasts. There's something else there, next to the road. Wait, is that a person? I'm not picking up any vital signs. I'm afraid it's a dead body. Perhaps they died of disease or in an accident. Why are you going over to it? Damn, we're too late.
Oh, okay. What does that mean? ...
The body's disappearing. Oh,
it's getting erased.
So you didn't know then. That's one of this world's mistakes. The sacred beasts purify the bodies of anyone who happens to die unexpectedly. Huh. My guess is the false god thinks dead bodies don't belong out in the world and wants them gone as soon as possible. I see. So if this world were a single entity, the sacred beasts are the white blood cells of its immune system. Okay. Okay, I kind of get that. Since we can assume this world's god would be the head, the sacred beasts must be its macrophages, created to detect, isolate, and remove any foreign elements. Wow, thank God we watched Cells at Work,
yeah,
right?
I know, right? Rose said I have no idea what he's talking about.
So then, does that mean the Kali they fight are something like a virus? Most intriguing. Whatever the case, people are people. When they die, they shouldn't just be cleaned up like trash. Yeah. Their karma should determine what they become in their next life. At least, that's what my people believe. That's what a true samsara cycle is meant to be. Yeah. We cremate dead bodies to free their souls and ensure they go on to their next life without issue. But here, as long as the sacred beasts are around, nobody will be able to hold a proper cremation. If this world has no respect for the journey of the dead, and no hope for those who are left behind, then it is nothing but a world of death. So that's why you were concerned about the sacred beasts showing up in Deval. Because one of your elderly had passed away. Right. He was an old man whose time had come. There was nothing anyone could do about that. But I didn't want the false god stealing our right to give him a proper farewell. You really helped us out there. They're finally leaving. If they haven't already spotted you, then I would urge you to hold back for now. You're almost to God Sky Boulder, and I would very much prefer to avoid making a commotion wherever possible. I know. I would have stopped them if I had found the body first, but as things stand now, my only choice is to let them go. We should be okay now. I'm certain the sacred beasts can't detect us from this far away. Good. I'm glad I didn't have to sneeze while we were hiding. Let's go. That would be pretty bad. Wow, I knew she was cool and collected, but I didn't know she also had such a charming sense of humor. I mean, there's so many flowers around. Like, what if you had allergies?
Yeah, I know, right?
Whoa, everything's dead here. My, seeing it this close up really makes you realize just how big it actually is, doesn't it? Oh, I've got an idea. Why don't we take a little group photo to commemorate the occasion? Pepe! Look behind you! Behind you! What's behind him? Was that a joke? Or were you just trying to avoid facing the reality of our situation? Either way, it wasn't funny.
I mean, I thought it was kind of funny.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind a commemorative photo, like, you know? If you want to pick, go ahead and take all the selfies you want. Just don't come running to me if the whole thing turns into a jump scare. Fo! Aw, you guys are no fun. I was just trying to lighten the mood a little. That's okay. I'll take a selfie, or I'll take a photo with you next time. So, these numbers we're seeing are accurate, right? Our sensors aren't on the fritz or anything, right? That's right. We made it to the area near the cube without a problem, but... Oh, here we go. There's more of them. Where did all these Kali come from? I thought there were barely... Hold on. That there were barely supposed to be any during the Kirta Yuga. I think it's the place, not the time. They're showing up as though they've just been here all along, rather than coming from somewhere else. Be that as it may, the sheer number of them is almost absurd. There are as many here as there were during the Kali Yuga, maybe even more. Hey, I've got an idea. Why don't we just run away? Seriously! You have a point. We can't investigate the cube with all these Kali around. Annoying since we just got here. If they surround us, we'll have nowhere to go. True, we can only take so many risks when it comes to safety. And there's certainly nothing to be gained by attempting to complete an impossible goal. Guess we don't have any other choice. We're getting out of here. Now! I guess so. Understood. We'll break through the Kali behind us and make a run for it. Awaiting your orders, Master. Alright, let's go, guys. But, I guess that was kind of anticlimactic. We made the journey here, and now we're like, well, we're being attacked now, so
let's go back.
Yeah, let's leave.
Like, cause you even, like, see the place, right?
Right.
But then I guess, truthfully, like, if...
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, but...
You're like, I wanna know more.
Alright, what does this do? Whoa! Charisma of Rani B+.
Increase attack.
Okay, that's pretty damn good. Ooh. I think she's AoE? I actually don't
think so
remember.
too.
Nice. I guess it's better to Arts Chain. I mean, I was considering using the Buster card that, Akshini I had, but...
Get their NPs a little bit.
Yeah. But I mean, Pepe's, healing is quite nice.
Yeah. Even though you do get debuffed, you get buffed in exchange, so it's not too bad.
Yeah.
And sometimes they can debuff the enemy as well.
Alright, what does this do? Apply guts 3 turns? Alright. Cool. Oh, so if you put this on first, and then use her first skill, I see. Apply invincible when restore HP each turn. Oh, okay.
Damage cut for a single ally. Okay.
Okay. That's pretty good. Honestly, her skills are, especially for a 4-star servant, are very good. Oh damn, that sucks. That was pretty close. Alright, Rama. You can do it. Although, truthfully, I probably should have killed the one with 70k HP, but oh well.
Well, at least you're on the last one.
Yeah. Nice. Her quick card got her quite a lot of NP charge, so that's pretty nice. Huff, huff. Okay, I think that's enough distance between us and them. I never imagined there would be that many Kali gathered there. I expected it might be dangerous, but with numbers like that, adding one or more to our ranks still won't be enough to fend them off. You don't have to rub it in. I wish my noble phantasm uh, were capable of blasting them all away at once, too. My apologies, I assure you I was not speaking sarcastically. I was merely reflecting on my failure to foresee a situation like this. I see. That's alright. No, I'm sorry. That was being oversensitive. While we're on the subject, it seems like a good chance to tell you this. Naturally, I will do everything in my power to accomplish our mutual goal. I have no intention of holding back. But I should warn you, for your own safety, you shouldn't expect me to come through when it really counts.
Oh no.
Why? I've never truly been able to accomplish the things I most wish to do. That is just my lot in life. Aw, man. Well, that sucks. Well, that's a strange opinion to have of oneself. Perhaps her failure to defend her country in life had a traumatic effect on her? Be that as it may, there is no doubt whatsoever that you are far more useful in combat than a detective in a remote location. So I hope you will continue to lend Miss Jacqueline your aid. Of course I will. I would be pleased if you trusted me on that much. At any rate, there really were a ridiculous amount of Kali there. Lends the impression that it may be more important to this lost belt than we thought. Indeed, it was as though those Kali were there solely to guard the sky boulder. The fact that we can no longer see them after putting just a little distance between us and the sky boulder would only seem to confirm that. I wonder what this could mean. Dot dot dot. For that matter, we still don't know what those Kali demons actually are. I'm guessing Holmes is probably right in that they're like a virus infecting this world, in opposition of the sacred beasts. But still, we have not the slightest idea what they are, where they come from, or where they go. I don't know either, but I can say they're not any ordinary kind of creature.
To be honest, I'm kind of surprised that they're kind of questioning what they are or where they come from. I don't feel like we've really done that for any of the other monsters or beasts or whatever that we've come across in other Lost Belts.
Yeah.
So what kind of strikes me as odd is that they're just suddenly honing in on these beasts in particular.
They're setting up for it to be a big reveal.
Yeah.
It could be like the dead humans that
or
were
something
pruned
like that.
away.
Yeah.
You know, like,
because I'm just
I don't
like
know.
they didn't make a big deal of Jotuns or whatever
Where
else.
could they have come from?
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But I mean, I think especially in this world where, let's say, Arjuna has control of pretty much everything that lives in it. I would assume. I guess, like, why would he keep these kind of things? I'm not really sure. But anyways, yeah, I do like the point that you're making, though. We've never really, wondered where these beasts have come from before and, what they are.
Right. I mean, I guess besides, what are they called? The ones from Tiamat.
Those Lahumus.
Yeah, besides those, like, I don't really recall anything that we've really been like, oh, where are these from? Like, suspecting their origin or anything.
It's going to be something that we're going to be really shocked about, and it'll be really sad.
Exactly.
Likely, or at least that's what it seems to be leading to. Anyways, what did he say? Let's see. Given that they stick around even after the world is remade, maybe Arjuna uses them as a means to determine who's worth preserving. Or maybe they just remain here out of necessity. If it's the latter, that would mean they're a crucial part of the stage Arjuna uses to run this world. So if we defeat him, maybe they'll all just go poof. I guess this means we've got to figure out what to do about Arjuna. I think we need to do that anyways. At least we now know that God's Sky Boulder is protected by vast numbers of Kali and can't be approached lightly. It may not be much, but it is more than we ever knew before. In the meantime, I suggest we return to Dival and plot our next course of action. Alrighty then. I mean, I won't say that this chapter, like, was useless or anything, because we did
Yeah.
learn about, you know, that, I guess, Kali, not nest, but, you know, the amount of Kali that was there.
Also, we learned about, what you call it, how they treat dead people or dying people and whatnot.
So I kind of wonder the, like, significance of this train of thought for the Kali will be afterwards. But anyway, section 10, God's Commander. Ooh. This quest you for a party, okay. Yes. I wonder who we're fighting.
Guess we'll find out.
I think it's a berserker, so I'm not really sure.
Yeah. I'm not too sure either. Guess it's been another day.
Anger, fury, rage is all I've got. Oh, goddamn bastard. Servant memories are weird. It doesn't matter if they're from before your current body's age or after. Everything that ever happened to you while you were alive comes flooding into your head all at once. They're simultaneously your own memories and the recollections of a complete stranger, facts you know to be true and lies no more real than a dream. I think that's why I remember, why I know what I once did. I remember the end of the war, when I heard that Drishtad Yumna's cowardly plot had succeeded, that my father had been killed. I remember when I heard that Bhima had cheated to inflict a fatal wound on Duryodhana, the oldest of the 100 Kaurava princes. Hold up. There's a lot of characters here, but I'm not sure. Okay, well anyways. Everything inside of me vowed then that I would make them pay. Ooh, rage.
Rage and red.
Yeah. I swore I would exact revenge on them by any means necessary. So I chose to sneak in under the cover of night and murder all my enemies in their sleep. Oh. You think that cowardly, criminal, an affront to all that is good and just? I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I was so angry I didn't care about anything else. I think that's when I threw away everything in me besides fury. I let my fury swallow me whole until I was nothing more than a beast, a vessel of pure rage. To put it another way, that was the moment when Ashwatthama became no more than an anger incarnate. Or than anger incarnate. So of course the peaceful scenery of the Krita Yuga only infuriates him. The sweet scent of pollen, the sun's gentle rays, the birds happily chirping, his only response to it all is to grow ever more enraged. Everything he sees and doesn't see makes him angry, but the things that anger him most are those he sees both constantly and never. He is always angry. Always. Kinda sucks to be always angry at everything. That's what I think. It's pretty exhausting, too. There we go.
Although, I guess there's some sort of liberating feeling in being angry as well.
Yeah, and just try to take it out on everything, I guess. There we go. That takes care of the lost, out-of-season Kali. Guess you can't even go through the Kucha Yuga without running into at least one. You know, there were always some dumb beasts up in the mountains who'd forget to hibernate for the winter, too. I'd always hunt them whenever I happened to see one. There's no telling what sort of trouble a dumb beast could get up to. Clearing away otherwise unfair or impossible obstacles is just part of the job. Oh, child. Thank you for saving me, God! It showed up so suddenly, and I haven't been praying since it's still Krita Yuga. Ah, don't worry about it, and I'm not a god, just a hired hand. Huh? Oh, sorry, you don't have to worry about that either. Anyway, you did great holding it together. I'm proud of you. Oh man, I can't believe a god is patting my head! Are you a god too? Admonishment. You are late for the meeting. I had no choice but to come get you. Whoops. Is it that time already? Sorry about that. See you later. See you later, son. Oh, no, well, see you later, son.
See you later.
Oh, bye! Thank you again! Do you like kids? Who can say? Oh, okay. Hey, sorry I'm late. I cannot believe you made me carry... Hold on, you made me carry you with my wind-fire wheels. Hehe, well, I had a great time. Thanks for the thrill ride. Of course, oh no, of course, a lot of those thrills were more chills at the idea of showing up here late. I'm just a regular guy. I'm not nearly important enough to keep a mythological hero waiting, let alone a god. Advice. There is no point in saying what you do not mean. Besides, you're something of a mythological hero yourself now. It's like, true. Anyway, I hate to steal the spotlight after showing up late to the party, but I got something to discuss. I was hoping Ashwatthanaman could help with this, but I guess he's not here? Answer. I cannot predict his actions. Our master allows him to act freely, thus I have no intention of picking him up. Guess I'll just have to talk to you guys about this then, if that's alright with you. Anyway, I just noticed a little while ago that there's fewer sacred beasts in my area than there's supposed to be. Kuri, you think it is them? Probably. I'm guessing they have a way of surviving the big guy's noble phantasm. Don't you find it interesting seeing how you overcame death yourself? What? Don't be ridiculous. That's just reconstruction. It has nothing to do with the concept of death. I couldn't care less about it. So no, I don't find it interesting. Besides, I'm sure that guy there already knew. He just didn't say anything. Hee. Well, yes, that's true.
I love how he laughed with a question mark at the end.
It's almost certainly the case that they managed to escape to a safe zone. But regardless, the fact remains that interlopers who would interfere with the god's sandbox, I mean his beautiful reign, have survived. That strikes me as a grave problem. A very grave problem indeed, no? ... There, as you can see, he agrees with me quite vehemently. Indeed, as Lokapala, whom he personally embedded with divinities. Surely you understand that much without the likes of me spelling it out, no? Now then, what do you plan to do about this? Well, I'd just been planning to point out Ashwatthanaman in that direction and let him go nuts. But if he's not here, he must be off on another job. Yes, that he is. I believe he's dealing with a little unfinished business on our end. Guess that means we'll just have to take care of this ourselves then. Proposal. I will go. Oh, I hate fighting her. She's so strong.
She is.
Not only do I have time to address the issue, but I also let them escape once. I will finish this. Want some help? No need. Alright. Great. Less work for me.
I feel like, question mark, that's old man with the gun. Seems like he really wants to skip out on work.
He's like, if someone else will do it, that's fine with me.
Does he have a gun or does he have a...
Yeah, he has a gun.
Yeah,
pretty sure he does. Or is it like some sort of like crossbow thing? Oh,
yeah,
it could be a crossbow.
Yeah.
Could be a crossbow.
Well, whatever, old man.
I clearly don't use him much in GP. Just to be perfectly clear, I'm not going either. I've got plenty keeping me busy. Response. I never expected you to come. Departing now. Wind fire wheels. Alright, see you soon, Neja. I mean, Dark Neja. What a go-getter she is! How wonderful! What a pleasure to see such world-class mobility in person. I'm sure you won't let us down, Kubera Regent of the North? Okay. Oh yeah, they did mention that,
They are
like,
directions.
Yeah. I finally have another chance. I have changed since then. Resolution. I will not let them get away this time. And she'll probably be more difficult to fight. Ugh! Damn, so we can't even get close to God's Sky Boulder, and here I thought this would be our big breakthrough. I was hoping we would find a way to take Arjuna down there, so much for that. I knew it. I knew this wasn't gonna work out. It never fails. On the rare occasion I ever try to actually put a little effort into something, I just end up getting reminded of what a failure I am. Aww. That's pretty much me in a nutshell. Waste of space. Aww, that sucks, man. It's not your fault it didn't work out, Ganesha. None of us expected there to be that many Kali there. Yeah. Exactly. Moping won't do you any good, hun. Let's try to stay positive, okay? I agree. There are limits to that. I agree. You gotta take it in stride, but you also,
not everything's your fault, right?
Yeah.
It's not like she put the Kali there, so even though, you couldn't do what you set out to do, sometimes it's just not your fault.
Yeah, and it's just out of your hands, right? Fofo. For my part, I was essentially fighting this battle alone until all of you came along. Now there's a chance, even if it's just a small one, for us to go on the offensive. I think that's progress in itself. Why don't we rest up for a while? Maybe that will help a good... hold on. That will help a good idea come to us. Okay. Lady Lakshmi, welcome back. Thanks for standing guard. Anything to note? No, everything's been the same as usual here. I see you're all armed here, unlike Ajay and the other people in Bichu. I guess those rumors about you fighting the Kali off instead of just praying were true. You must be Lady Lakshmi's companions. Yes, that's right. I'm afraid Lady Lakshmi had to explain it to us many times before we understood, but eventually we realized that there's something strange about this world, that we didn't like it here. This has been the way things are for as long as you've known. I'm sure it wasn't easy to see them differently. I think I once had someone I loved more than anything, but I can't even remember their name or their face. Whoever it was must have been killed by a Kali in a past yuga. Anyone who Arjuna considers defective, unnecessary, or even evil disappears when a new yuga begins, as if they never even existed. But it makes sense that it would be exceptionally complex to adjust every single parameter in the world that pertain to the people who disappear. I guess not even Arjuna can completely erase their remnants, the holes they leave behind in the hearts of the people who cared for them. Some of us realized they lost someone when they saw the gifts their loved ones gave them in their homes. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, they can't, he doesn't erase, traces of them.
Or, items or whatever.
Yeah. At first, it only feels like something is vaguely off, but in time you start to remember them more clearly, especially if they left behind any letters, which some did. Oh my, that's surprisingly careless of him, leaving behind so many physical records like that. Although, maybe Koyanskaya is the one behind sadistically cruel touches like that. I certainly wouldn't put it past her. Yeah, true. She likes messing with people.
She really does.
Man, only being able to half remember someone you cared about sounds rough, yeah. That is way worse than Asha just forgetting about her dog. Yes, it's painful, not being able to remember someone who once meant so much to you. Unbearably so. I mean, some people are, pet owners, right? Really care for their pets, right? And so to equate that, I don't know, I mean, they're saying that it's not quite on the same level, but I'd argue that for some people that, it would be, right? But anyways.
I guess it really just depends on the relationship they have,
yeah,
right?
exactly.
Ultimately.
Anyways, that's why I decided to fight back. I think everyone else in our village more or less feels the same. Lady Lakshmi is the one who taught us how to fight. Any friends of hers are friends of ours. Please, come inside. We don't have much, but you're welcome to... I appreciate the kind offer, but it's better if we stay out of your village for now. Yeah, you don't want to be purged. Indeed. Oh, don't misunderstand. We're very happy to accept your invitation. But we can't very well bring along another guest who was definitely not invited. Ooh, Dark Neja. She's here. Update. Target spotted. Neja! Hello? Okay. Warning, do not call me that. You may know another Neja, but I'm not her.
Alright, then who are you?
Yeah, she's right. That isn't the Neja, or the one we came here with. She's still Crown Prince Neja, Marshal of the Central Altar, but this one serves Arjuna as one of his Lokapala. So that is one of the false god's servants. The rumors I've heard say they like to brag about how he's shared his divine power with them. Affirmation. Yes, he has given each of us one of his many divinities. If he is a false god, then so are we. Conclusion. That is all I need to know. If you would refuse to obey his laws, then I cannot stand idly by. Assertion. Divine punishment is required here. I guess we can't talk this. Hold on. I guess we can't talk this out then. Yup, doesn't seem like it. Alright, Pepperoncino, this is your time to shine. You said she ran off to pursue you back in the mountain where she found Ganesha, yes? Then your job is to draw her attention away from us once more. I'm pretty sure that's not gonna work now. Last time she didn't see you guys as a threat. I don't think that's the case anymore. Affirmation. That man is no longer my sole target. You are now all equally high priority targets. I will not let any of you escape. See? But why? Even if you are a different aspect of her that was summoned, or were embedded with a divinity, you're still Neja, aren't you? Oh, come on, Mash, she's not on our side.
She clearly attacked us earlier.
Yeah.
And, yo, she killed our Neja.
What do you mean, why? And the Neja we knew always had a strong sense of justice. I mean, maybe it's just another side of her. Like, can you say the same about, like, altars and stuff? It's just, like, another side to them, right?
Some of them.
Well, some of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, come on, Mash. Get on the same page, you know?
Get with the program.
In this world, the only measure of something's value is whether God deems it worthy or not. He's the sole arbiter of what should and should not be. I think that's inherently unjust. It disparages the value in feelings, memories, life, and death alike. So then, how can you... Oh my, that was certainly heartfelt. She really has learned how to express her anger. You are a product of mankind's arrogance and rationalism, so while I'm glad to see such emotion from you, it makes me a bit nervous. Your innocence was your greatest source of strength. Once that's gone, what will you have gained instead? Neja, please tell me something. What do you think of this world? ... Answer unnecessary. Commencing attack. We're not going to go down without a fight. Get ready to fight back. Oh, well, yeah, we're not gonna just let you beat us down, right? You've got it, Master. I can't let you return to your false god now that you know about our village. Prepare to die. You do realize saying stuff like that totally makes you sound evil, right? Anyway, Neja's a figure in Journey to the West and the investiture of the gods, right? I think some people also call her Naja. Oh man, I can't believe I'm up against someone so famous. Then again, I guess Ganesha's right up there too, huh? Alright, fine. I'll put it in, I'll just put in a pico effort? Pico effort like usual. Pico effort? Yeah, I don't really know what that is. It's just a word I came up with. It means my unusual willingness to try, my usual hopelessness, my usual wish to avoid responsibility. Hold on. Oh yeah, okay. It's basically all sorts of feelings rolled up into one big old mess, okay? Get with it. Alright. Well, Neja probably hits pretty hard, so...
I mean, she's a berserker, so...
Yeah, you know what? You don't seem like a bad idea. Actually, MH double X, NP5 though. Alright, sure, let's go for that.
They don't even have all their skills to 10 though.
Yeah, I know. Alright. And maybe I'll just bring in Mash. I feel like that might be better. Alright, let's try it with this. Hopefully she's not too difficult, but, well, we'll see. Ooh, lots of break bars. It said endurance battle. I don't know what that means. I guess that means survive for as many turns as you can. Alright then. I'm pretty sure you'll probably just have to do a couple of turns. Yeah, I think so too. Considering we're doing no damage to her.
Especially as an evade.
Yeah, I know. Oh, there we go. Oof, she hits hard. Wow, and burn, huh? That's not nice. Maybe we can just get her to attack Mash for a bit. Yeah, yeah, let's do that.
So it actually finally leveled up.
Oh, wow, nice!
I don't really know when the last time that happened, to be quite honest.
Same. Oh shoot, I don't think I used Hokusai skills. Aw, man. Well, this doesn't seem like it'll be the last time we'll be facing her, so... Well, let's see how many turns we need to stall out. Probably 5 or 6, I don't know. Or maybe until she NPs even. Okay. Okay. Well, they're not surviving this.
I wonder if she's supposed to say something, or are our NPs not going again with their lines?
No, I don't think she's supposed to. She didn't say anything last time either.
Okay, okay.
Please say this is the end. Oh, phew! Alright. Nice. All right. God's Commander. So I guess we have to fight her again. Oh,
kind of looks like it.
That's not very nice. All right. Hold up. Where are my foreigner friends? They all disappeared.
Here's one.
And here's one.
I mean, if you really need it, I can log in, I suppose.
Yeah, that's fine. This will probably be okay, although I might need to switch CEs later if I fail, but
yeah,
I mean, we'll give it a shot.
There's a couple of battles where I'm just like, yeah, I can't just do this max bond thing.
Yeah, well, it's nice if you can, right?
Yeah.
How can she have so many noble phantasms? Yeah, noble phantasms. What's going on here? I don't think those are noble phantasms. They're probably albeit depicted in the investiture of the gods, so I can understand why she has them. But the ninja we know has never exhibited this kind of fighting ability. There's something else going on here. She did say that Arjuna shared one of his divinities with her. I suspect the key lies there. This is no natural divine spirit amalgamation like we've seen with Shitonai. This is a case of divine elements simply being fused into an existing being. As difficult as it may be to believe, if one of Arjuna's divinities is truly able to coexist with a servant spirit origin, that would indeed explain this remarkable increase in her power and abilities. Assuming he gave her one of the Lokapala regents tasked with defending different directions, I'd say Kubera's probably at the top of the list of possibilities. Kubera's the god of wealth and treasure, so that would explain why she has such an abundance of power now. Okay. Kubera. I've never heard that name before. Yep. Not well known in your neck of the woods, yeah. Neck of the woods, huh? Trust me, he's a very important god in India. There are all sorts of stories about him, and they all agree that he was the guardian of the north. He was also known as Dhanapati, the lord of wealth, and as Vaisravana, son of Bishrava. Though in Japan, he might better be known as Tamonten or Bishamonten. Oh, Kubera. I think he was Ravana's half-brother. As I recall, he battled Ravana only to lose both the fight and control over the island of Lanka. And in that case, he has some connection to me as well, or rather, to Sita. Also, oh, maybe that's why he's such a good match for Nej. Oh. Request, shut up! There's no need to explain. We are here to fight. Still, I will tell you one thing. The divinity of the god of wealth does reside within me. Okay? Declaration. Therefore, this can only end in defeat. Whoa. Oh, cripes! Another OP item? No fair! She's decked out in legendary gear and I'm still in my starting equipment. Gods have immense power far beyond ordinary beings. That's what makes them gods. If this Neja really has been given a divinity, it would definitely explain how she got so absurdly strong. Oh. But it's so sad, I can barely stand to watch. Maybe they're not quite like themselves anymore? I don't know.
Maybe.
Ooh. Alright. Let's see, one of Hokusai's skills give her is her NP, right?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it does. Is it her?
It's her
evade skill? Oh,
it is.
Okay. Well.
But her wave card gives puts defense down.
Yeah.
On
on arts cards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can stack them.
Yeah. It's basically like Ash's skill, right? But with arts.
Yeah, but for the difference with Ash's skill is he can only do it 3 times, whereas Hokusai can do it more times.
Oh.
Than 3, I think.
I see.
So, like, if you got Hokusai's cards, right, and let's say she was only soloing, you could do it multiple times, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Well, I do want to use her arts cards now, like afterwards, so... Oh well.
That's okay, these things you just kind of stack, so...
Yeah. Alright, Hokusai, do your worst. Oh no, I should have buffed her with my Mystic Code too! Ah well.
That's fine.
She shouldn't have too many problems getting her NP back.
Yeah, I feel like she should be able to get it back again.
Oh wow, that did not do that much.
And she just got rid of those debuffs, huh?
Alright then. Oh, HP loss. Interesting. Honestly, she seems kind of scary. Hold on, what does that do? Let's see. Maybe it's better to just do this for now. I don't know.
Could have used Mash's Buster buff.
Oh, I really should have. Damn, I keep forgetting.
It's fine. I don't imagine many people use it very much. I mean, I certainly don't.
Okay. I think saving Waiver first is probably more important.
Yeah.
Oh man, but I wish Hokusai's arts cards would come back.
Sometimes it's just bad RNG.
Yeah.
Can't do anything about that. I mean, I've been farming eggs all day, and I've only gotten one so far.
Oh my god.
But I've gotten like 4 or 5 gold Lancer gems instead.
Wow, that's so sad. Oh no, Weaver, no!
But that's RNG for you.
No, she used some skill and they lost so much of their health.
You can even try to stun her later, I guess.
Yeah. If we break her bar, she might just charge up anyways.
Never know.
Woo! Alrighty then.
Alright, well, that was a miss.
Kinda figured. That's okay. I guess I might as well do this while she lives. I don't know if Hokusai can beat this. She can certainly try. Actually, who you could bring maybe next time could be maybe Enkidu or something. Since they all got given god stuff, they might be all divine. True, you're right. Alright, well. Oh, that's very nice of you. And is this... Okay.
Oh my gosh, I finally got my second egg for the day.
Oh, yay. Oh, well, Rip Gorgon. Let's see. I don't know about this one. Oh.
I think you have a good chance. As long as Yugakshetra doesn't die.
Ooh, scary.
Use the evade on your thing to try to save her for another turn.
Yeah, that's what I think. Too bad it only works for like one attack though.
That's fine.
Hopefully I can stack enough debuffs on her that,
I think you'll be okay.
Alright, I think we got this. Yay! Alright, didn't have to change CEs. Nice!
The good thing is that because after every break bar, because you know how typically a lot of these fights, you know, they get stronger or something,
right,
but then she would just like, you know, defense down, so that really helped, I think.
Yeah. Well, see you, Dark Neja. It was nice knowing you. You've noticed too, haven't you, Master? That fight was clearly... Neja, why?
We're still asking that?
I don't know. ... That was an incredible display of wealth and fortune. It almost makes me envy you, but... You took it too far. Even with all your abundance, you were spending it faster than you could replenish it. You know, I thought the way you were burning through your items seemed familiar. You were doing it on purpose. You went out of your way to use more of your power than necessary. You made sure to use so much that not even the god of wealth could recover from the loss. Ooh. Okay, interesting. Why? Kubera is the god linked to my father. Huh? In China, Crown Prince Neja's father is known as Wo Ta Li Tian Wang, aka Pagoda Bearing Heavenly King Li, aka Li Jing. And in Japan, Li Jing is considered to be the same as the figures I mentioned before, Tamonten and Bishamonten. There's a lot of cross-pollination between Taoist lore and Buddhist myth when it comes to gods like these, so it can be difficult to make sense of. But the long and short of it is, we can be pretty sure that Li Jing and the Hindu god Kubera are one and the same. And I, of course, have a connection to my father. Confusion. There is something inside the jewel I hold in my chest. I do not know what to call these feelings I hold towards my father. What does this... Hold on. What does all that mean? The details are a little different between Journey to the West and the Investiture of the Gods. But basically, Neja was born with tremendous power and wrecked a lot of things even as a baby. Her father acted in anger and fear, and Neja lost her body as a result. She was later reborn into a new being thanks to the Buddha and Taiyi Genren. Well, the real story might be more complicated than that, but that's an accurate picture of the central relationships. Plus, they say Neja's father is still afraid of her power, so... I am Crown Prince Neja, Marshal of the Central Altar. I am not Li Jing. It is therefore impossible for me to tell what I think and feel now that both things have been combined within me.
Both beings. But yeah.
Oh, both beings, jeez. But I can be certain about this. It is not right for Li Jing to exist inside Neja. It is utterly preposterous. Truth. Such a being can never be me. Truth. That is not how I am meant to function. That's why you burned yourself out. You couldn't accept what you've become. But why take such a, roundabout approach to suicide? That's true. I mean, maybe they still have to help Arjuna.
Yeah.
Right? But then, inside they're like,
I need an out.
Yeah. So this is the way to do it for them, I guess.
Maybe.
Good point. If you wished to end your life, you could have done so. Well, you could have done so. I guess any other number of ways.
In any other number of ways.
Done so in any other number of ways. For example, you could have fought back against the god who made you that way with all your might, since he trusted you enough to bestow you with power. You should have had plenty of chances to attack him if you chose. I considered that, of course, but deemed it impossible. His divine power is just too great. And if I lost, he might decide to erase my consciousness for being defective. Then I would truly become nothing more than a puppet with Neja's body and Kubera's power. Conclusion. That would be a fate worse than death. If you ended up as a berserker thanks to that violent side of you being the most prevalent in your manifestation, that would probably also mean that your feelings about your father are stronger and fresher than the usual Neja. Which would explain why you just didn't want to deal with it. Yes, I tried not to think about it at first. I buried my feelings deep down and did my best to forget them. But then I saw her. Oh, our Neja. The moment I saw her, it felt like I had been cursed. I was overcome with rage and hatred and envy, so much so that I couldn't stop myself from destroying her. I could not stand the idea of another me, a truer me, being out there. I could not accept it, but destroying her did nothing to lift my curse. I could no longer ignore my incompleteness. I could no longer stand how ugly I was. That's why I did this. Elaboration. It was not you who destroyed me. I destroyed me. I can't say I approve of what you did, but I can understand it. That is fine. If nothing else, I was able to avoid the worst possible outcome. For that, I thank you. But I will not apologize. The one to whom I should apologize is no longer here. Defects should just disappear. For the first time, I understand that logic. The defective Neja mixed with her father will disappear. That is how it should be. Salvation, I will not return to in the next Yuga. You're a servant of that god. You have no right to say that. My lover is gone now. How dare you say they were defective? How dare you say they deserve to disappear? True. Apology. I have no way of knowing that. All I am saying is, for those of us ashamed of our defectiveness, getting to disappear can be kind of a salvation. Hang on. If you're really grateful to us, then give us some more info before you disappear. True! Da Vinci! Pulling through! It can be about anything, Arjuna, or the other Lokapala. Oh, we want to know about God Sky Boulder too!
I don't know if it's too late.
Yeah. That giant cube? Truth? Unknown. Great. I know nothing about it either, nor do I know who might know something. Damn, I was afraid you'd say something like that. The Lokapala are servants that he has bestowed with divinities. If you defeat them, those divinities should disperse, like mine is. So we can whittle down their forces by taking them out, huh? That's definitely good to know. Whenever we inevitably face off with Arjuna, not having to fight 3 servants with godly power at the same time will be a huge help. Can you tell us anything about the other Lokapala? Answer. Ashwatthama is a special case. He goes around on his own, fighting battles in place of Arjuna. The others watch over different regions. They sometimes assemble under Arjuna's orders, but in general, they keep to their assigned area. There are only 3 Lokapala, so each one covers a wide swath of land. I do not know what happened to the gods who were originally meant to guard the different directions. There are supposed to be 8 Lokapala, 1 for each cardinal direction. I wonder if their divinities are still inside Arjuna because he doesn't need them. What do all of you Lokapala do exactly, and which directions do you oversee? Answer: we watch over people, guard against revolt, and take care of the sacred beasts.
This is the longest death scene I've ever
know.
seen.
Just gotta interrogate her before she dies. My territory stretches over everything from the north to the southeast. The old man handles everything from the north to the southwest, and the young man handles everything from the southeast to the southwest. The old man is William Tell, an archer, and the young man is Asclepius, a caster. Well, thanks for telling us their true names.
Goodbye, Ninja.
Goodbye. Okay. I guess maybe we'll finish section 10 and maybe call it a day, but what do you think about that?
If you want, I suppose.
I mean, we've been reading for close to 3 hours now, so I mean, I'd be okay to call it a day after this, but well, we'll read this first and see how long it is. All right. William Tell, Asclepius, either one is fine. Sweet, we got his true name! Asclepius is a hero known for being one of the Argonauts and for founding medicine as we know it today. It's too bad Alante is not here. She might have been able to tell us more about him. And then there's William Tell, one of the most famous hunters in the world, so that's who the elderly man is. As a rule, servants are usually summoned in their prime. So his middle-aged appearance must be because that time in his life is when his skills were at their peak. Interestingly, neither of these heroic spirits have any connection to India whatsoever. But now they've been given the divinity and power of Indian gods. I wonder what effect that has on their abilities. Answer: unknown. I never paid much attention to their abilities. I did not need to. Oh! Report. I have reached my limit. Well, see you, Dark Ninja. Outsider. No, Master of Chaldea. Maybe we will meet again someday. And if we do, let it not be this defective version of me. I hope it will be that other pure me. Do they assume that you don't have her? I don't know.
I guess so.
That, this is the summon me line? Huh, interesting. I mean, we've had Neja for quite a while, and actually I don't actually think I have her. But, interesting that they'd have...
I'm not too sure if I have Neja either, to be honest.
I mean, you definitely have her in JP, right?
I think I do.
Yeah, but, I mean, considering Neja's been out for so long, I mean, I feel like this is the first real time we've ever gotten this, summon me, master line.
I mean, I guess because the first time we saw her, she was just kind of this, character that came out of nowhere in Journey to the West, I believe.
Yeah.
And then she just appeared in Salem. And then
she was, summoned to Chaldea already, so...
Well, I know, she made her major debut, I guess, there. Because, her part in Journey to the West was literally almost nothing.
Yeah, she kind of came and went, I feel. But, yeah, I mean, so, yeah, that's pretty interesting that they put this in here for her. And, I mean, I would like Neja one day, but, yeah. Or do I have her? I don't know. I feel like I don't, but, yeah. Alright, see you, Neja. Just because a servant is given divine power, that doesn't necessarily mean they will see it as a good thing. If anything, it was that power that made her see herself as defective. Yes, even servants are no exception. Knowing what you need, what you don't, what to keep, what to discard. I think everyone has to decide those things for themselves, because no two people are exactly alike. It's no one else's place to unilaterally choose them for you, not even a god. ... You had every right to say what you did to that Lokapala. I can more than understand your anger at some
one desiring to cut themselves off from this world after they've been going around doing the same to others. Yeah, truthfully, I feel like what this lady said to, the Neja earlier was true, right? Like, how can you say such a thing when you've been doing that to other people, right? Like, it's so selfish, right? I mean, they weren't given a choice whether or not to, be a part of this and, die from, Arjuna's will, basically, and be labeled as defective, yet, this, I guess, servant is now saying, like, thanks for killing me because I'm defective and I didn't like that, right?
Right.
Yeah, so I can definitely see why they're angry. All I'm saying is that the ones serving the god have their reasons as well. As that girl there just said, it's not right for a single entity, even a god, to make decisions for the entire world. Yes, you're right. Besides, the important thing is that you and your comrade succeeded after defeating one of the Lokapala. This is cause for celebration. I'll go tell the others. Wahahaha! Not only did you defeat one of the Lokapala, you even learned the true names of the 2 other servants. This is a most welcome turn of events, Jacqueline. It feels like the car infuriatingly blocking our way moved aside, and we finally got to floor it and leave them in the dust. That's a way to put it. Now we just have to keep up our momentum all the way to the finish line. You're not really much good at gauging the mood, are you? We're not exactly celebrating here. I mean, I still feel like it's something to celebrate about. I mean, you gotta pick and choose your battles, but at the same time, we did, defeat Neja, so that's a good thing.
Got a lot of information out of them.
Yeah. No, wait. My god power's telling me what's really going on here. You did gauge the mood here, and just ignored it. Neats like me aren't too good at that sort of social stuff. Though I guess you could also call it a pretty minor skill. Would you mind not psychoanalyzing me right where I can hear you, especially when you're going to be so spot on? As the commander, I merely offered my assessment of the present situation. A servant doesn't get to choose who summons them. While this was very unfortunate for Neja, it worked out for us. If she hadn't purposely worn herself down, I don't think we could have avoided taking some heavy losses. I agree. Doesn't feel like we won so much as she let us win. Neja was a special case, since she just happened to have a special connection to the Indian divinity she was given. I don't think we can count on anything similar happening with the Lokapala who don't have any ties to India. Yup. ... Agreed. Ashwathaman was a significant threat, even when we were only trying to get away. His regenerative abilities and his immortality were both on a scale I've rarely seen. As for the other servants, we should assume they're at least as powerful as Neja would have been if she'd made better use of Kubera's power, if not more so. Yeah, the next one we face might not be this easy. We'll figure something out. Well, kind of both, really.
Yeah.
That's it. I can't tell if you're deliberately trying to stay positive or just a hopeless optimist. Still, if nothing else, at least we've made a bit of progress. That's true. Eliminating one of the divinities under Arjuna's control is a victory no matter how you look at it. Though of course it's still too early to say how much value or significance this victory portends. Actually, now that you mention it, I think I do feel a little lighter. That indescribable pressure we've felt hindering us in this world. That strange feeling that something is off that's been preventing us from finding our footing. It feels like it's not quite as bad now. That's good. It seems safe to assume that eliminating one of the Lokapala has improved the state of the world somehow. Needless to say, if we're going to defeat Arjuna, we'll need to reduce his overwhelming power and find a way to draw out more of our own. If eliminating Lokapala can achieve both at once, that would be truly killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Forget birds or stones, at this point, that looks to be our only possible path to victory, period. So I guess we'll just have to make our way down it a little bit at a time. Journey of 1,000 miles and all that.
In other words, our next course of action is to try and take out all the other Locapella. Makes sense. And luckily, we know where we can probably find them. Sure, they may just be general directions, but it's still better than having no lead at all. Plus, I bet the towns and villages in those areas will know something.
That's true.
No objections here. No objections here. Sounds good to me. Sounds good. According to Neja, Ashwatthama moves around freely on his own, so going after him won't be an option. So the question is, who do we pursue first, William Tell or Asclepius? That's a no-brainer. The archer is clearly the higher priority target. Oh, why's that? Isn't it obvious? We can't have him sniping Jacqueline now, can we?
That's
good thinking,
true.
Gordy. I like that train of thought. She's the cornerstone of our whole operation here, after all. I may be personally blessed by the goddess of fortune, but Jacqueline there is the only one... is the one holding the key to our victory. Therefore, we should take out the archer first to eliminate the risk of Jacqueline being taken out at a distance and ensure her safety. I understand how you feel, but I'm not certain the choice is so clear-cut. We shouldn't let our king rush headlong into danger just because we're wary of their rook. No, I understand. It's a question of who has the greater advantage. The fact is, we currently have no servants who excel at mid to long-range combat. Every member in our current lineup is a close to mid-range fighter. If we were to go after the archer first, we could end up struggling to pin him down, only to have him really throw a wrench into the works by calling in reinforcements. That's true. Agreed. That is a distinct possibility. Casters, on the other hand, tend to be excellent mages, but they're certainly not known for their prowess in battle. Being an excellent mage doesn't automatically make you an excellent warrior, after all. No, most casters fight by laying cunning traps and collecting information outside of battle to stack the deck in their favor. So in a head-to-head brawl, they're likely to fall one step behind compared to an archer. If we can drag them into such a brawl, we should have a good chance of defeating them. Essentially, our goal would be to reduce the enemy's forces by going after the weaker opponent first. That would leave the archer's threat looming over us, but that has been no less true all this time. That's true. I believe we can minimize the risks by taking measures against any attempts at sniping and eliminating the caster as quickly as possible. Then it's settled. We'll go after the caster first. I can't believe it. Can't believe what? What can't you believe? As a fellow chubster, I demand an explanation. Hey, I'll have you know that I only have all this extra weight out of respect for Ganesha. Anyways, I was surprised that you were acting like a decent commander for once. You really do know the differences between servant classes, don't you, Gotchi? 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 Does that mean she thinks I'm like Karl Gotch, the undisputed god of pro wrestling?
I don't think so.
Heh, that's a rather elegant nickname you've come up with there, young lady. That I appreciate. To be clear, I've been studying this sort of thing ever since I knew was going to be...
Ever since I knew was going to be, though.
Yeah, it's a typo.
Oh.
Ever since I knew I was going to be the next director of Chaldea. After all, it would be quite the farce if Chaldea's top brass didn't know the first thing about its crucial heroic spirit summoning system. Hey, well,
he did his homework.
Yeah, he did his homework. Isn't that right, Kirillite? Yes, Director. I know you've been studying diligently every day since we left Russia. Aw, that's nice. What? No, I had known these things all along. I'm nothing if not a capable commander after all. Regardless, I now easily know just as much as a newly minted master. Alright. Furthermore, I've also taken another look at Jacqueline's reports. By this point, I can quickly calculate each class's traits, the cost of summoning a given servant, and the amount of strain placed on the nervous system by the Mystic Code. Wow!
Okay.
You know more than me, Gordy. With just one hand and a common pocket calculator. Incidentally, Jacqueline, you'll be getting hungry in about 3 hours, so make sure you have some rations ready to go. He's even calculated the rate Master burns calories. Wow. Yes, very impressive. Now, can we get back on track? So, we'll be going after Asclepius first. Necha said he's in charge of the south, but how do we go about finding him? I'm told there's a town in the south. If his job includes keeping an eye on the people in his region, there's a strong chance he'll show up there. In that case, we should be able to ask someone in this village where to find it. Okay, sounds like a plan to me. Good, alright. Jacqueline, your next mission is to head south, find the caster Asclepius, and defeat him. Oh, and don't worry. Yours truly, the beautiful Miss Da Vinci, will be holding an extensive lecture on Greek heroes to give you something to listen to on the way.
Wow,
alright,
thanks.
Something about weaknesses would be great. But, alright, that was, I believe, section 10.
I think so.
So, what the effect of Unforgiving World weakened by the defeat of Lokpala Neja. Great. Does that mean my servants are not as weak? Alright, cool. So, with the defeat of Neja, I feel like this is a good place to call it a day, and to next time, I guess, I don't know if it'll be tomorrow, but next time, we will be off to fight Asclepius.
Right, and so I guess we'll just see if the second banner will come out tomorrow, because, you know, people have been speculating the 10th. So, like, when the reset happens, which is, you know, typically when we stream, it would be the 10th, right?
Yeah, so if...
Unless... yeah, never mind.
Yeah, so, what we might do then, instead of starting right before the reset, we'll probably start after the reset. We'll see if the banner is there, and then we can just roll and then continue the story.
Or you could just start before the reset, like, slightly before, and then check, like, when the reset happens. Because, like, I don't want to... I mean, obviously I don't want to delay rolling too much. Or else I'm just going to start rolling without...
No. What I mean is that we'll check when the reset happens, and if it's there, then you will roll first, because you want to NP5 Ash ASAP, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So, after that, once you finish, we'll go to my account, and then I will roll.
No, that's not what I'm talking about, because that stuff is the easy part.
Yeah.
I'm talking about when to stream. Well, whatever, we'll figure it out.
Well, it'll come at the reset, right?
Never mind. I don't think you know what I'm talking about.
Well, anyways, so we'll be back soon with more LB4, section 11, and we'll be going after Asclepius. But yeah, thanks for joining us for this stream. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And yeah, I hope you guys have a good day, night, wherever you are, and we'll be back very soon.
Yeah, with some more gacha.
Yep, gacha, LB4, etc.
If you're going to be rolling for Juno or for anybody else on the LB4 banner, part 2 banner, we wish you luck.
Yep, good luck.
Yeah.
And yeah, we'll see each other next time. Bye-bye.